What's that smell?
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Knize.
Motherfucker, I won best costume!
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm, except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
What's happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, December 10th, 2019, and this is episode number 495. Woo! Damn close to 500 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Knize.
I'm a good person!
Jose Guzman.
Am I on mute?
No.
Nice.
Kelly Harris.
Rip Grandma.
Weirdest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, and Mahoney is here. What's up, sir?
Sometimes I'm reminded that all of you are still alive.
God, I'm so hard on that one.
Been a day, you guys. Fucking, I'm freezing because it suddenly decided it was going to be winter and snow today.
Oh,
So
no.
we got some snow.
You gotta
And-
close your windows.
Nicole's out of town, so no one's been up in the office for a couple of days. And so I came up here and I'm like, oh no, I can turn the heat on. It is chilly. They've already called school for tomorrow because there's a walloping, I don't know, I'm going to say 3/4 of an inch snow on the ground.
Oh, man.
So gotta make sure those kids stay home.
Rip Grandma.
Keep them safe. Fucking hot.
That shit was ridiculous. So
Well,
ridiculous.
you've referenced it twice, so let me pull it up just so that everybody can listen. I mean, I could set it up so that we could watch it on the YouTube, but I'm not ready.
Yeah,
for
Good.
it.
I mean, has Mahoney seen this?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Oh.
I'm gonna guess it's wrestling.
No.
No, it's sure not.
It's what the kids are doing on Twitch, which is what Lee was upset about the other day.
Fucking a little diatribe on Twitter because, you know, I feel like when we were kids, our parents might not have liked that we played a lot of Nintendo or, you know, Super Nintendos or later on PlayStations. But it's like, you know, somewhere in the back of their mind, I'm sure they're like, well, at least you shut the fuck up for a while. But today, thanks to the fucking YouTubes and the Twitches, even when they're by themselves, not doing shit for anybody, kids do not shut the fuck up while playing games, and it drives me goddamn crazy. And it's not like, oh man, shit, something happened, better react. It's like, you know, they're just narrating like these fucking YouTube assholes, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until you said it, and now it's the only thing I can hear.
Yeah. If you're not careful, and you just gotta, you know, kind of let your guard down, you might hear a kid tell no one to like and subscribe as he's playing with his toys.
Oh, no.
I mean, you know, when we were kids, when we were playing, did we go like, and now right back after these messages?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
It's
it's kind of
possible.
it's in the lexicon these days.
But I am going to be deleting kids' YouTube presently on all the stuff because one, I fucking hate it, and two, there's so much good stuff. There's so much good shit that I don't feel good about pumping bullshit into my kids. I can't do it.
Well,
Like-
Kelly, you want to set this up? You kind of just dropped this on us this
Yeah,
afternoon.
a coworker showed me this today as something that happened on Twitch that they just could not understand.
All right, so let's get into it. Can you guys see the video?
I can see the video.
They should be able to see it on the YouTube stream as well. So let's give this a go.
BL Fire. I don't really know how to say his name.
With a sweet
Shout
ninja
out to
poster.
you, baby, and I'm sorry that your grandma died. Rip Grandma! Rip Grandma! You're dead now! It's okay! You're dead, nothing can hurt you! You're dead! Rip Grandma! Rip Grandma! Rip Grandma! Rip Grandma! Grandma's dead now! Rip Grandma!
You're dead. Nothing can hurt you.
Rip Grandma.
Rip Grandma.
Grandma.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That seems
Kinda
like
looks
it's,
like Michael Jackson.
that
It
seems
did
like
look like Michael Jackson.
it's right up Mahoney's alley. That's basically a TikTok.
It's basically a TikTok. TikTok is fucking great, you guys.
I said to Mahoney because he keeps sharing TikTok links, and I was like, I don't like TikTok because they're all audio, and I don't want to open those in public because that's annoying if I don't have headphones, and I don't want to open them when we're sitting at home on the couch because that's also annoying. And what did you say, Mahoney?
I said that's the old maniest old man thing you've ever said.
It's too loud when I open it.
I don't like the TikTok because the music's too loud. Ridiculous.
It's true.
You just put your finger over the speaker and you move it slightly on and off as needed to act as your volume control.
No, he's not wrong. The problem is, we are all old as fuck. I had to Google, slang my kid was using the other day because I'm out of fucking touch.
What was the slang?
This kid said bet 75 times in 3 minutes.
Oh, I know bet.
Shit.
Yeah, that's not new.
Destiny
Bet?
Destiny taught us bet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
bet
bet?
was new to me.
Bet is right on,
Right on, right on.
100%. You're correct.
It's literally you bet.
Yeah.
Which is a thing that people have been saying our whole lives.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, they just dropped the U because
Yeah.
everything abbreviates now.
No
Who
time
got,
for
the
that.
who got the time for 2 syllables for their affirmation?
I got no time to be saying you.
It felt like a real fucking codger. I think I I literally Googled what does it mean when kids say bet.
Oh, okay, that's the old maniest old man thing that's ever happened.
You got a bunch of suggested links on Amazon for adult diapers and Metamucil.
All my Instagram ads have been for posture corrected devices and
Oh,
cushions
God.
lately.
Yeah, perfect.
Like,
If you
goddamn.
go to Google and you type an actual question, that's it. You're old.
Yep.
Hey, Googles, how do I make the thing not be so loud?
I feel the old maniest when I'm tweeting at Hulu that their commercials are too loud.
Hulu, can you please get your sound settings corrected? It's hurting my ears.
I can't hear my TikToks.
Everything's so loud now.
Speaking of old dudes, last week on Wednesday, the missus and I went to see the Trans-Siberian Orchestra
Oh,
that's a bunch of
shit,
old
talk
dudes.
about old.
That's a bunch of old dudes.
at Bridgestone Arena, and I didn't really know what to expect because Nicole likes all the Christmas shit that they do, and it's weird fantasy rock Christmas shit. But we get there, and one is at the arena, which I didn't know she did, but it was all lasers and fireballs and flames and shit, and there was this big giant box towards the back, way back behind the sound booth, and Zoe's like, what's that? I go, it must be a bunch of sound gear. It was not. About halfway through the show, the lid comes off of it, and 2 big ass Tesla coils come out of it, and so they start
Nice.
throwing lightning around and shit. And then that thing started spitting fire. It was pretty fucking metal, and it was oh shit, fucking Beethoven and flamethrowers. Who knew they would go together?
Definitely sounded like you said 2 big ass testicles.
That too.
They kind of look like them. I'm just saying, it was not an
Lightning
average.
flinging testicles. Flinging ropes of lightning all over the audience.
Slinging lightning rope. Lightning soiling all the trousers. Fucking nonsense. Shit, what else? And then because last week was the most busy week of my entire fucking life, we had shit going on Thursday as well. We ended up going to have dinner with my dad's dad, his girlfriend, and then my great aunt, all from Puerto Rico. Like, I didn't think that I'd ever see these cats again. Now they like live in my town, which is strange. Because last time I heard they lived in Puerto Rico. So mending that relationship a little bit with the old man. It's been nice. Got his shit together.
Yeah.
It's good. It's positive for the kids. It's all good. I'm being appropriately cautious, but shit's going all right.
But now you fucked yourself because you've got extra family gatherings to go to now.
Yep.
Yeah, let's not go crazy. Once in a hot minute, it's gonna be all right. But had a bunch of sweet Puerto Rican soul food. They made some homemade ceviche and rice and gandules and shit. It was great.
Oh, arroz gandules, my favorite.
It was awesome. And they're sitting around and they're just talking about food and shit they make. And at one point, the old man's talking about something that he makes with pig ears, like dices up pig ears and like cooks them in a sauce and all this shit, whatever. And Nicole is making a face, and maybe a face much like the ones you guys are making now. Because pig ears.
Pig ears aren't pig ears essentially chicharrones?
They could be, yeah. They could definitely be.
I will say this. I don't think ears are specifically chicharrones, but I'm pretty sure chicharrones have ear in them.
You could make ear from it, yeah. But that was, but the old man, kind of caught Nicole's eye, and he said, you got to understand. He said, Puerto Ricans eat everything but the oink off a hog.
Even the butthole.
That's the funniest shit I ever heard. And then Friday, because again, the biggest goddamn week in the world, we went to Zoe's band concert, which was fine. It's little kids doing band shit. It was fine.
Fuck yeah.
It was fine. But the most standout performance of the night was not from anybody on stage. It was from fucking homeboy in a sweet ass NWO t-shirt like it was 1999. Acting someone as like an unofficial usher, like he was walking around like pointing people to their seats and shit like that, and like straight up, like in that
New World Usher Order,
and it was
Usher.
It had
find your seat.
All the seats were full, so people were like kind of sitting in the. A couple people were sitting in the aisle. He spotted them from across the way, like trots his tubby ass across the way, and waddles up the aisle. Like, hey, you guys can't sit here. And I'm like, who in their right mind blindly accepts the authority of a fucking doink in an NWO t-shirt in 2019? I to go fuck himself so fast.
Find your seat. Find your seat.
Like, no.
What you gonna do, brother, when you don't know where your seat's at?
Who the fuck are you, White Virgil? Not happening.
Can you
find your seat now? Can you find your seat now?
Ridiculous. Saw Knives Out on Saturday. It was great.
So good.
So great.
I might go see that again. And
I would
I've
love
only
to see it
seen
again.
2 movies more than once all year.
That's
I
high.
love it again. It was outstanding.
That is high praise.
That is high praise.
So I meant to put that on the list.
Doesn't it feel like Endgame came out 3 years ago?
Yeah. It really does.
Really does. Yeah.
And then Wonder Woman feels like it came out 15 years ago.
So many years ago.
I think independently, everyone's reaction to the Wonder Woman 1984 trailer was, man, it feels like Wonder Woman came out a decade ago.
I have not watched that in 1984.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking trailer.
Wonder Woman.
Realized today that Maxwell Lord is played by Pedro Pascal,
AKA
the Mandalorian, and AKA that guy with a weird name from Game of Thrones.
Oh, that guy.
But it's like, hey, I feel unseen. You can't find one fat guy in Hollywood to play Maxwell Lord. You got to put this handsome fuck in a fat suit.
Is Maxwell Lord?
The thing is, Max Lord was never like a fat guy.
He's a fat guy in these posters.
Yeah, but he's like, that's a new thing.
I didn't understand what you meant because I have the only picture in my mind I have of Lord is when Wonder Woman killed him or when he killed Blue Beetle, and in neither of those pictures he's fat.
Yeah,
He
like
looked
I had
Jiminy
no
Glick in
idea.
the trailer.
I had no idea who that character was when they were showing it in the trailer.
Yeah, me either. Until CBR was like, "What do you know about Maxwell Lord, the villain of the Wonder Woman movie?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, I guess that's Maxwell Lord."
See, I thought you were saying that he's traditionally fat in the comics because I didn't recognize him as being fat in the movie. He's a little jowly, but
I didn't think he was really fat.
I don't say he looks fat at all.
I think what we're saying, Lee, is take it back.
I will not. They put Pedro Pascal in a fucking Jiminy
Retract
Glick
your
mask.
statement, sir.
They put him in a full fucking Jiminy Glick face mask to be Maxwell Lord.
Actually, in this picture, it doesn't look like he has any sort of prosthetics on his face.
Maybe that poster is just really shitty then, because this image looks like he's in a fat suit, but none of the other ones do, so fuck me. I blame the marketing department, because he looks like he's wearing a fat suit in this one promo still. So I rescind my comments.
Whew.
But no,
Close,
really,
guys,
like...
but we did it. We saved the internet.
I apologize.
Really, like, there should be more representation. Why couldn't Maxwell Lord have been a fat dude?
I'm gonna go delete that.
Haven't they
tweet, 'cause
heard
that doesn't make any
Lizzo?
sense.
Probably be cast as James Corden, so thank your stars.
And then just real quick.
Oh, I'm Maxwell Lord. Why don't you get in my car? We'll sing karaoke.
I hate that fucking guy.
How does it feel?
I don't really get it. I'm not on board with his shtick.
No, he's trash.
No, he sucks. Like, nobody should be on board with this stick. Like, he's just for like soccer moms. Like, if you're not a soccer mom, no one should be like Tim Corden. That's what he's for.
Sing a song.
And everybody needs a thing. Soccer moms need entertainment too, so I'm not mad about it. It's fine.
And apparently he's a real dickhead too.
Bunch of fucking suckers.
They're not terrible.
Yeah, whatever. It was too much good
Pokemon?
shit to be messing around with mediocrity. I got a time for it. Speaking of awesome shit, CW's Crisis is bonkers.
Yeah, it is.
That's been good.
They straight up got Robert Wool to come in for a cameo in Earth 89, which is kind of fantastic.
That is kind of fantastic.
Wait, what was that?
Robert Well played.
fantastic.
He played. What was the character's name in
No,
Batman
Knize.
89?
No, Knize. You kept saying fantastic.
Oh,
I got you, Kelly.
Thank you.
I do that. I told you I do that.
Fantastic.
Was he what is it, Knox? Is that his name?
Yeah, Knox.
Batman? Yeah. But yeah, Burt Ward, they had a quick shot of the Titans in there from the DC show, DC Universe show. It's pretty fucking rad.
I won't talk about the show that was on tonight, which I have seen.
I
but
have not seen it.
There's more people in that one.
Nice. Are you telling me that Ben Affleck is in it?
Ben Affleck is in Crisis on Infinite
Ben
Earth. He
knew it.
plays the Anti-Monitor,
I knew it.
but he is in no costume and no makeup.
I know
Just
it.
Ben Affleck.
He's shirtless in his Phoenix tattoo glory.
I like it.
And his only line is "Release the Snyder Cut."
And then I can't.
Maybe in this
talk.
universe you can right the injustices. You must get the Snyder Cut
Save Martha.
released.
You can only save Martha with the Snyder Cut.
The password to Zack Snyder's safe
Is
Martha.
badminton.
Badminton.
Badminton 42069.
What a weird fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's so
Zack
fucking
Snyder
crazy.
It's just like, hey guys, I fucking love badminton.
And what's weird is he is kind of jacked. Like he's kind of fit. He's built. And he's like, badminton, bro. These guns, badminton court.
Badminton made these guns.
Yeah, in case you guys don't know what we're talking about, today Zack Snyder tweeted, "Excited and proud to be representing a sport I've played and loved for a very long time. Grateful to USA Badminton for the honor of being appointed ambassador to the USA Badminton
What
Association."
the fuck does that even mean?
That's a whole lot to unpack. That's kind of goddamn crazy.
He's like, what? Directing? Fuck that. Badminton.
Ambassador of badminton.
I mean, maybe if he wouldn't have been so obsessed with badminton,
Well, today you're the ambassador of badminton. Tomorrow you're going to be like the Duke of Lawn Darts.
Yeah.
Reverend Ambassador Snyder.
Oh, I found a place that I might be able to get a doctorate from.
Oh no.
No shit.
Prager University.
Is it
Not-
Cornell?
It's not super cheap, but it's not super expensive either.
Well, we've talked about putting some money in. I'll put 5 on it.
Go fund me.
Is it worth $175
Yeah.
to be Lord
Yeah.
Reverend Dr. Lee Rodriguez?
Absolutely.
No.
Right?
Lord,
And have my doctorate be in
No,
demonology.
it's gotta be Reverend Lord
no.
Rodriguez.
Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, PhD.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, my doctorate, by the way, would be in demonology.
Of course.
Oh.
it is.
All right.
You also have to add the title of Make 'em Suck It.
Not sure where that one comes from, but I'll find it. But last thing I want to talk about real quick is last week's Riverdale, because I watched it last night and it made me so happy because
Just the best show.
it's the best. Because Riverdale got themselves a new guidance counselor, and like everyone really gives a shit about what the guidance counselor says, which might be the most outrageous thing the show's ever tried to pull off. Because no one gives a flying fuck about a guidance counselor.
That's true.
But she's a licensed psychologist, so she talks to all the main characters in the show about what's been going on, and they all just proceed to sit down and just say out loud all the crazy shit that's either happened to them in prior seasons or what's happening to them right now, and it is outstanding. It is
You know what?
fucking believable.
Kind of a great jumping on point.
Yeah.
If you want to just dive right in, they will recap everything that has happened.
Yeah, and you got to think, oh, this must not be exactly what happened. No, it's exactly what happened. And no point where they're like, Jughead doesn't even go to this school anymore. Why are you here?
He was there because he needed a letter of recommendation.
Got to get his transcripts. And
Can
talk
you
about-
recommend me with this letter?
You got to get his transcripts, and he has to tell the stranger about the fact that's trying to uncover a conspiracy wherein his grandfather wrote the very first Baxter Brothers novel way back in the day, but it was removed from the history books, and his legacy was stolen forever at the school where he's going to now, where the professor who told about that jumped out the window and killed himself because he pressured him to do it.
The best,
obviously, high
one
school
of the
shit.
best scenes ever, where the child went to a grown man with a mortgage and was like, "You need to put your job on the line because my grandfather wrote a book and didn't get any credit. You got to. It's the right thing to do. Go scream at your boss." And he was like, "I think I'm just gonna kill myself."
In front of you and all of your classmates.
Yeah.
Very publicly jump out of a window. Oh, that show's outstanding. That's all I got. What's going on, Mahoney?
Oh man, Lee, the playoffs are here.
I
Oh
didn't mean
no.
to toss to that.
You fucked up, Lee.
I did fuck up.
Playoffs are here, Lee. Guess who made the playoffs with the second best record in the entire league?
Me.
This guy. No, not you.
Oh, okay.
You did not have the second best record in the entire league. So that means Jose becomes the wild card.
You fucking amen to that
Which,
one.
I mean, how fitting is that?
Goddamn right.
And then Mary, of course, with her, I don't even remember how many wins Mary has, like 20. She wins her division. So Mary, me, Jose, all in the playoffs. Now, Lee, you may remember, you were in the playoffs. You had won 6 games in a row, and all you had to do was beat Vetter. And
I wasn't
then
ready for this. I didn't
you
have
were
my
in the
toys.
playoffs. Right? Remember that?
I wasn't equipped at all for this conversation.
I know. You were also not equipped to play Vetter. Okay? Because you got absolutely... At one point, Vetter had 130 points and you had 10. That's how well that went for you. Vetter finished with 165.5 points, which I think might be the second highest score of the entire season. And you got 98.5. So, that's it. You're out. You are out of the playoffs, and the rest of your season doesn't matter.
Nailed it.
So that sucks. And now I have to play Vetter, who just scored 165.5 points.
Oh, I get to play Mary?
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, you got to play Mary.
You guys gonna make me play the role of wife beater?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You lay a hand on her.
Well, she beat me once, so I owe her.
On your birthday, no less.
She beat everybody.
On my birthday, how dare you?
I don't know that there's a team that didn't lose to Mary. That would be an interesting thing to look up. I think she may have beaten every team. If you are a team that didn't lose to Mary, raise your hand and tell your neighbor. So Jose lost, so that sucked for him. He wasn't going to beat me anyways because I beat Juan and I held the tiebreaker, but he lost, so that dropped him to 8-6. But, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. But what that does mean is that 5 weeks ago when I sat down and mapped out how every single game for me, Tito, Jose, and Juan would go, that I guessed all but one of them correctly, except for the game where Tito inexplicably lost to Mel. So, pretty good on my part. I feel pretty proud about that. So, Lee, that's the playoffs. The Kerouac, which is the competition that is almost more exciting. You got Knize and Matt. You got Tad. And then there was 4 teams in the running for the Kerouac? Well, all Juan had to do was beat me, and he was out of the Kerouac, and he was safe. But that didn't work, because he only scored 63 points this week, which was, let me check here, the lowest amount of points in the entire league. So, sucked to be him, and he's in the Kerouac now. He's going to play Tad, and then whoever loses, Juan or Tad, whichever one of them loses their game, will play whoever loses between Knize and Matt, and the loser of that game will, of course, be the Kerouac.
Well, that's the Kerouac. Like, these 4 teams aren't in the Kerouac yet. It's those final bottom 2 teams.
All right, well, what do you want to call the bracket leading up to the Kerouac?
The losers bracket.
All right, these are the losers in the losers bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Now, poor Knize sitting over there in the losers bracket. Fun fact, not a single team had more points scored against them than Knize.
That's true.
1,517 points scored against him. Second highest was Matt, 1,514. But the third was fucking Vetter, who made the playoffs. 1,501 points scored against him, and he made the playoffs. So, Vetter is no joke, and I am a little terrified about facing him.
He put up a shitload of points.
Yeah.
What do you think? I beat him the last time, but that kind of just means he owes me one.
Hey man, that's the beauty about this fucking wild sport, baby. Last time don't mean shit. It's all about this time.
Hey Lee.
Yeah. What's up?
Who's your guess for the person who scored the most points in the whole league?
Is it you?
It was not me.
Oh, okay.
I scored 4th most, which I think is pretty good.
It wasn't me.
It was not Kelly.
Is it Mary?
It was not Mary.
Are you gonna just go on the whole fucking list or what?
Yeah. We haven't got it yet.
Is it Shark?
No, definitely wasn't Matt.
Is it Vetter?
It was not Vetter. Nope,
Okay.
sorry.
Was it Juan?
No, definitely not Juan.
Was it Tito?
It was Tito.
Hey, we got there.
1,643 points, which is almost 100 points more than Mary in second place. And you know what happened to Tito? Nothing. Nothing happened to Tito. His season is essentially over, and he's playing for nothing. He's 507-7. So
He's with me in the, hey, we're not going to be last place.
yeah, good work, Tito. You scored the most points, and you somehow managed to find yourself not in the playoffs.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's
Yeah.
kind of absurd.
It is. Sucks to be Tito. Hey, Lee, how many points do you think Jose's risky pick scored?
Man, I don't know, like
Not
fucking
not-
12.
Spoiler alert, not enough.
6th place. 6th place for points for Jose. But it doesn't matter, because unlike Tito, he made the playoffs. Because he scored them at the right times. You know why? Because somebody lit a fire under him, Lee. Nobody lit a fire under Tito.
Who's
You know
that?
why nobody lit a fire under Tito? Not a lot of space under Tito. It's very, very close to the ground. You can't get low enough to light a fire under him.
But a lot of oxygen on top, so I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is it, Lee. Playoffs. Are you excited? I'm excited.
Hey, can we at least mention that I pulled out a win in the final week of the regular
You
season?
did pull out a win in the final week. You beat Dad 82-69,
Nice.
and that puts you 4-10, which is not bad.
Not
the
bad.
worst record in the league. Matt got the worst record in the league at 3-11.
I hope me beating Tad reminded him that I'm still alive and it ruined his fucking day.
So I finished 9-5.
Working 9 to 5.
Which is pretty good. But I was.
Hey, I did call it though.
I was 4-3 before I made my trades, and from the moment I made those trades, 5-2. So.
Hey Mahoney,
Hey, man,
remember
I'm
when
not
we
even
could
supposed
trade?
to be here.
Yeah.
I remember when we could
I
trade. That was
miss being
great.
able to trade.
No one
Jose,
stopped anyone from trading.
Jose,
No,
could
you-
you?
You guys
actually
act
did
like
stop us
you
from
guys
trading.
act like your hands are so tied because I can't trade. You guys could trade all season,
No, we
except
couldn't.
for
We
after the
literally
trade
couldn't
deadline.
trade all season.
Well, because maybe if you guys weren't making shiesty trades last year,
Oh,
Whoa.
they wouldn't have to implement a rule.
Couldn't you benefit from a trade right now, Jose? You're a wild card.
I benefited from the picks I picked up from my waiver wire. That's why I'm the wild card right now. My waiver wire moves. I'm just saying, if there were trades that weren't suspicious, there wouldn't be a trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys started unloading great players to teams trying
You're
to
right.
make it.
You're right. You're
from
right.
Teams that
You know
were
what?
already out.
Jose,
Who's you guys?
Jose, you're right. You're right.
Who,
There was
who is you guys?
there was
I'm
some
not a guy. I'm
shiesty.
not one of them.
I don't want to point any fingers, but there were some shiesty trades made last season.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa. From the source.
There were some questionable trades last season
All right,
that
that's better.
that were the reason for this trade deadline to come in. And you know what? I think we all learned our lesson. We all looked inward and saw that what we did was wrong at the end of that season. I think we should get rid of the trade deadline for next season.
Yeah.
So you guys can do the same thing next year?
Works for me.
What do you mean, you guys? I'm just
you
saying.
guys?
I feel like
There
all
was
of us learned.
One
Stop accusing
questionable
Lee of things.
trade.
Team
And we have a
Mahoney.
veto. If you don't want the trade to go through, you veto it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with cool, legit trades.
Then veto the ones you don't like.
Juan vetoes every trade.
How about this? Let me propose a rule for next season. You can't trade with anyone that you're married to.
No, it's not about who you're trading with.
Okay,
It's
cool,
the
cool, cool.
It was the position.
Okay.
Sorry, Lee.
No,
Sorry, we
the
can't
issue was somebody who was already knocked out of the playoffs, unloading good players to people still trying to make the playoffs with no real fairness of return because that person was already out, so it didn't matter.
I agree. I think you're right, Jose. I agree that we should get rid of the trade deadline for next season. I think we all learned our lesson, and going forward, we should banish that trade deadline. It's dumb.
Yep.
Or you guys, I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, if everyone wants to revote and it's voted, it is what it is. I'm not the commissioner, but if you guys want to vote,
Let that
if it's put to a vote, it's put
let-
to a vote.
Let the record show Jose would like the trade deadline to be put to a vote. He thinks it should be banished.
I said it could. all I want is just a fair season and people unloading players because they're already out of the playoffs. That's not fair to anybody because those were high draft picks, which changed the order of how the season went because of where those players were drafted. A guy that did not draft those players who just got them for nobody. Like it doesn't matter who did it. A trade like that shouldn't be done. That's all I'm saying.
I 100% agree. You sold
Every
me.
money league, there's a trade deadline because of those reasons. To keep people from doing that because people's money are on the line.
You drive a hard bargain. I second.
just want a fair bargain.
I
that's
second Jose's motion to get rid of the trade deadline next season.
Yeah.
Well said.
Agreed.
Well said. 4 votes here, Tito.
Motion carried.
Talk to the Lee. Did you vote?
Yeah, fuck it.
I mean, if you guys could be
Alright, that's
trusted to
5.
make honorable moves, we wouldn't have had this problem.
But for where I'm sitting, I think you should be able to trade whoever the fuck you want to.
You can, but
The
a
trade
team,
deadline is not there to stop improper trades. The trade veto is there to stop improper trades.
Man, fuck
Right.
veto.
Well, no, the trade deadline is to make sure things like that don't happen late
No,
season.
the trade deadline is just there to add a level of complexity.
Yeah, so people aren't dumping players at the end of the season.
That's the veto. The veto is for that.
Your point's made, Jose. We'll get rid
To
of the
be
trade
fair,
deadline.
Lee,
Jeez.
You asked.
To be
What
fair,
was going on?
I don't. No, I didn't.
no, you did. You did ask him. You said,
did,
"Hey,
that's
hey,
fair.
Mahoney, tell me everything about fantasy football."
You
damn
said,
it.
Yeah.
Mahoney, tell him Kelly eats Band-Aids. And I said, you got it.
And then he triggered like a Vietnam vet and just went into a flashback and told the story of fantasy football of the past week.
Yep.
Can the record reflect that Jose said shiesty first?
Please let it be shown shiesty.
Marked.
Yeah, some
It
of
is
the moves were a little shiesty.
Whoa, whoa, hey.
Whoa.
Hey,
Whoa.
hey.
What? Oh, can you're going to take shiesty away from me? I
Yes.
can't say the F word. I can't say shiesty.
Yes, we're going to take it from you. Stop
Why
saying
can't
it.
I say shiesty?
It's a bad word.
Why shiesty? getting
It's
people's panties in the
anti-Semitic.
bunch?
It's anti-Semitic.
Yes.
Shiesty is?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, fuck off with all that. No. I'm not going to stop using shiesty. That is
Oh,
in no way. I've never used shiesty and thought of a Jew in my head when saying you're shiesty.
All right.
I will now, thanks for you guys plugging that into my head.
You said shiesty in a cartoon Jew voice.
When? Well, yeah, but
Just
now that
now.
after I know,
He was rubbing his hands together when he said it too.
Yeah.
Oof.
and I was counting gold coins.
You're
Yeah,
cosplaying as one of the dwarves from or the goblins from Harry Potter.
Oh,
So,
God.
people really
Kelly.
aren't allowed to say shiesty anymore?
Yeah, no, stop saying it.
Kelly, thank you for reminding me about
Jose.
Harry Potter.
Jose, it's gotten so bad
When
that
did
you
shiesty get
No,
banned?
listen. You can't even like talk about the Jewish people in relation to money at all.
So I
Like that's how
I
bad it
don't
got.
think you can say gypsy anymore.
No.
No.
What?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
took gypsy?
I did.
Who's running this thing?
Sensitive white people.
Oh, you guys are so sensitive.
So,
So talking about Jews offends white people who aren't Jewish?
Right.
Ah,
Well,
that makes all
the-
sense. You should have led with that.
Yeah.
The Jewish people are also very good at being offended.
Hey,
so-
don't call me shiesty.
Oh, no.
oh god.
No?
All right. Knize lost a player this week to diarrhea.
Are we still talking about this?
Yeah.
Mo-
You want to go back to talking about slurs?
Yeah.
Talk about anything else.
Diarrhea.
Let's talk about why we can't use shiesty again. Let's
No.
Mahoney messaged me and said, "Nice, your wide receiver went out with diarrhea," and I was like, "How do we know that? Like, is that on the report?"
He shit all over himself.
He had the shit so bad he's out the rest of the season. Have you ever had the shit so bad?
He's
You know what?
still fucking
Yeah.
wiping is the problem. He can't come to practice because he's still trying to wipe. Just keeps coming up brown.
Juggalo John in the chat says, "Did you know that you can't say gypped anymore?"
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, no, because
Are
that's
you-
bad.
I had no
gypped is
idea.
not. How is gypped bad?
I had no
Does
idea
it-
that. I mean, I assume it's derived from the word gypsy.
Yes.
I had no
oh
idea.
my god!
And you know what?
I'm going to Mars with Tesla in that fucked up truck. I'm out of here, man. I'm fucking gone. I'm so moving. I'm fucking out of this. Are you kidding me? I can't say gypped or gypsy.
We just took the F word away from him.
You can
know,
say
God
gypsy. You just can't use it as a derogatory word.
No,
Like,
I don't think you could say gypsy at all.
Yeah, I think you can say it at all anymore.
Yeah.
That one boxer goes around calling himself the Gypsy King.
Well,
I don't think he's supposed to.
yeah, but I think he is.
He is the Gypsy King.
Oof.
Man, you guys are breaking my heart tonight.
Kristen says someone take Jose's mic away.
I just don't get it.
Unwoke uncle.
Yeah, nobody told me when I woke up that we can't say gypsy.
Jose, tell us your thoughts about bisexuality.
No.
Oh God.
Why?
The Muttley laugh.
Mahoney, talk about literally anything.
Hey, you guys all hear that Kelly eats
this is how it
Band-Aids?
breaks.
I have heard about how Kelly eats Band-Aids. Wow, that's fascinating.
This one time he ate a pigeon in Japan. It was really crazy.
Yep, sure
Man, you
did.
guys were jipping me and giving my
No.
What's going on, Knize?
Oh man, so a little Christmas spirit story for you here. So me and Mary, we went to the grocery store last week, and
This is a really good show, you guys.
we we pull into the parking lot and we get out of the car and we're walking a little bit, and I see clear as day somebody's cell phone on the ground in the parking lot. It's got a case on it. It's got one of those ring things on the back of it.
You thought, ooh, free phone.
I pick it up. I look around. There doesn't seem to be anybody around. I figure the best, I wouldn't want my phone just sitting in the middle of the parking lot because it's going to get run over by somebody. So I see a couple over here looking around. I asked them if they lost a phone. They said no. So we take it inside, take it into the guest services and give it to them. Whatever lost and found they have in there. So we do our shopping, we come out, and we load up the car, and this guy pulls up right beside us. He gets out of his car, and he starts, patting his pockets. I'm like, oh, fuck, this might be the guy. I'm like, dude, did you lose a phone? And as I say it, he walks out from behind the car holding a phone and looking straight at it. I was like, oh, sorry. I saw you patting your pockets. I thought you might have lost your phone. I found a phone here in the parking lot. And then this couple comes running over from a lane over and be like, you found a phone? I lost my phone. Was it a Samsung? I'm like, I don't know what it was. It was a phone. I took it inside, and she was like,
phone.
did it have one of those little rings on the end of it? I was like, yeah, I took it in to the grocery store. They got it behind the customer service desk. They're like, oh, thank you so much. I load up the groceries. I get in the car, I close the door, and I just yell, I'm a good person! It was apropos of nothing. Made me feel good. Something that did not make me feel good.
The world sometimes, man.
Yeah. I kept having these thoughts shit, if they're retracing their steps, they're probably, looking in the parking lot. And if it's not in the parking lot, would they think to go in and check the store? So it was just kind of fate that we were able to run into each other and they were able to get their phone, because that would have
you had that moment where you're like, shit, did I just make this worse?
Right, exactly. One thing that did not make me feel good is the Irishman.
Oh man.
I'm a Scorsese fan, despite the fucking bullshit he's been talking the past couple months. I'm a fan of Scorsese. Goodfellas is one of those seminal movies. I watched it in the theaters with my parents as a kid. We rewatched it in film school. It's one of those that whenever it's on, I'll watch it. Classic. Probably, most definitely my favorite Scorsese movie. And then there's all this talk about The Irishman, which is currently on Netflix. It's Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Martin Scorsese. And, I've been bagging on it a little bit just to, give Martin Scorsese a little taste of his own medicine. But I still had the intention of sitting down and watching it. Meanwhile, Mahoney has seen it, Kristen has seen it, and they both shit on it.
Hated it.
But I'm still going in with an open mind because I'm thinking, this might be good. This might appeal to me. It's Scorsese. It's all these great actors. But oh boy, right off the bat, it's embarrassing. There is a flashback scene where Robert De Niro is driving this truck that straight up looks like the Ford Model T. So I don't know what year it was supposed to be set in, but I believe it's supposed to be, he's supposed to be at least in his 20s. So they use that de-aging CGI, but he still has the posture of someone who's 70 years old. So,
Right.
so it looks worse than like that Polar Express movie. You see this quote unquote young Robert De Niro get out of this truck, but then he's slouchy and slumped and shuffling. And at one point he's talking to Joe Pesci, and Joe Pesci calls him kid. And I just laughed. And then like other characters, for no apparent reason, they got actors to play certain characters, and they put them in awful like monster makeup. It felt like Dick Tracy. Like it was. I'm watching this movie, and like Martin Scorsese could take some tips from the fucking Marvel Cinematic Universe with the de-aging effects and goddamn makeup. But
So don't give me no FX guys who worked on one of them fucking Marvel movies.
It's 3.5 hours long, and I got about an hour into
What
it.
does it feel like?
Oh, it feels like weeks. I get about an hour into it, and I'm like,
It feels like you watched a trilogy.
yeah, I need a snack, and I need to take a pee, and then like after I come back after that first break, and it doesn't like get any better, I just started checking my phone. Like I put my phone on silent for that first hour, but after that I just couldn't get into it. Too many characters that I don't care about. What is the plot of The Irishman? Mahoney, do you have any idea?
No. I can't tell you.
Oh no.
I don't know. It's like partially about some guy reminiscing, but they only cut to him for maybe 10 minutes?
Yeah. There's a weird framing device. Okay, so it starts out with Robert De Niro in an old folks' home narrating, but then it also cuts to this framing device of De Niro and Pesci and their two wives on this road trip. And then there's flashbacks intercut with this road trip. But then the road trip ends at like the 2-hour mark. And then there's still another 90 minutes to go. These motherfuckers were like 100 years old in prison. And there was still 30 minutes of the movie left.
Yeah. Oy. The one part about The Irishman that I enjoyed.
Oh, you can't say
was-
oi. Come on now.
The one part about The Irishman I enjoyed is towards the end of the movie, De Niro's in jail. He's an old man, and these lawyers are talking to him, and he's like, I want to talk to my lawyer. And they're like, your lawyer's dead. And he's like, who did it? And they're like, cancer. Like, what your lawyer was 100 years old. He's dead. And I like that part because it kind of feels like De Niro forgot he was in a movie and just asked that question in real life.
It was like improv.
Yeah.
Who
did it?
Who hit him? Who was the hit?
If I had somehow convinced Mary to sit down and watch The Irishman with me, she'd never let me pick a movie again. Here's one of my other tweets. What was it Scorsese said about how cinema is supposed to make people feel feelings? Were those feelings supposed to be boredom and embarrassment? So yeah,
Embarrassment.
I would not recommend The Irishman. And you know, I keep
Not
seeing
four swims.
No, zero swims. I keep seeing people talking about how it's so great, and like I want to know what of The Irishman is going to have a life outside of, you know, this month that it was released. Like, what will stand the test of time in The Irishman? What specific shot or storyline or
I know what shot.
or line of dialogue? What shot?
The fucking kicks. The old man kicks.
Yeah,
I
but
heard
that's
someone on a different podcast talking about those kicks, about how fucking bad they were.
They were so bad.
yeah. It will live in infamy as a joke.
Yeah.
Because it's this flat, wide shot of this, what it was, a store owner, And Robert De Niro, who's supposed to be in his, I would say, maybe 40s, 50s at the time, but still, he's 70 or 80. He drags the guy out into the street and starts to kick and punch him, and it's so sad.
It's so sad. And it
No one
didn't
said,
have
"Hey,
to be
how about
like
a
that.
party double?"
They could have made that scene work if they didn't just pull out to a wide shot and be like, all right, kick the shit out of him.
I don't
And then
understand.
I assume they had two like stagehands in Green Man outfits holding him up so he didn't fall over, and then they CGI'd them out.
Well, how much of it was their shot? How much of it was him? Like maybe they had a stunt double. He's like, "You get that fucking stunt double away from me! I do my own fucking."
I don't know. I think
I don't know.
Scorsese has final say, I would think.
Yeah.
Although De Niro was a producer. I just don't understand. Like, I get this is kind of the reunion of these guys. Pesci, De Niro, Scorsese,
So do it right.
Pacino.
What about the part when that guy asked about the ears?
See,
That part.
that part made sense to me because he's supposed to go meet up with this guy and they tell him, look for the guy with the big ears. So he gets there and the guy he thinks he's supposed to meet doesn't have big ears. So he's like eyeballing him like, is this the guy? So the guy's like, are you looking at my ears? And apparently he got surgery on his ears because he was sick of people gawking at him.
Ah.
I just don't understand why they couldn't get younger actors to play these characters, in their younger years. In Goodfellas, Ray Liotta doesn't play Henry Hill from the time he was born to the time he dies. There's like 3 other actors that play Henry Hill.
Yeah.
De Niro plays baby version.
Go go gaga.
You putting a pacifier at me?
Little bit,
My
little
fucking
bit.
sweet potatoes.
Go go gaga. So, that's what I got to say about that.
Can we say goo goo gaga?
He did not.
The babies can't. The babies can't explain that it's offensive to them. So
The babies can't hurt you.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
gotta
bet
say
you
gabba goo goo gaga.
Yeah, we're gonna find out goo goo gaga is like the baby N-word.
First, we have to wait for the eventual arrival of the prophesized boss baby to be able to speak, and then we will know.
And maybe this speaks to, my dumbed down sensibilities when it comes to cinema. But the movie I did see this week that was fucking fantastic was Frozen 2. I
Wait,
loved
what was
it.
that?
It was fantastic.
There it is.
I had such a good time. Frozen 2 goes hard, you guys.
It's pretty good.
It
does go hard.
It goes real hard. And 5 minutes pass, there's another song. Like, they keep hitting you with songs, and one after the other. The song Kristoff sings with all the reindeer is
Really funny.
glorious. I'm super into it. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to look at.
Yeah, all the stuff that they're able to do with weather effects and all the ice and water
Yeah.
and shit is unbelievable.
It's real cool, man. But, it's no Irishman.
Yeah, it's not like it's cinema. Not like it makes you feel anything.
That's it.
Feel my nuts because I fell asleep when I sat on them.
What's up, Kelly?
Wait, so you just kept sitting on your nuts? Like when you normally, if you sit on your nuts, you just say, "Ow."
Hey, let's not get personal here. Don't ask too many questions. It's my Saturday night. What I do on it,
Oh,
Okay.
so you like to play the lonely stranger, but with just your nuts?
It's my balls.
I really haven't been doing shit. I've been playing more Pokemon.
Is it still delightful?
Yeah, I'm still think I'm like 55 hours in.
Just enjoying all those nerd tears.
Yeah. Probably one of my favorite things about this game is that you can do stuff with people that are around you instead of just battling them. You can team up and fight other things. That's cool.
So it's not just glorified dogfighting?
Yeah, well, you can go fight other dogs,
Oh, okay.
but you and your friends can fight the dogs together.
Whoa. So you guys can have a game of dog fighting, but I can't say shiesty?
That's
Yeah.
pretty much all Pokemon is.
Yeah,
Really, at its core, it's just dogfighting.
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, no, I love this new game. It's great.
Bullshit.
Good luck getting on the cast of SNL, Jose.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
What did I say?
You better pray for Mad TV, buddy.
You and Aries Spears just hanging out.
Because I said shiesty?
Stop!
Jose, what's up, man?
No.
Other than
Jose's like, well,
my
recently
heart
I've
being
been
broke?
oppressed.
Yeah. What about the voice of my people?
Freedom of speech.
Exactly. So now my people are out of voice? That's
Yeah,
fucked
man.
up.
Yeah. Sensitive white people get real mad about these kind of things.
So people who aren't shiesty are getting mad that people are saying shiesty.
Not the words I would have used, but yeah.
All I'm saying is if you're offended by shiesty, you got something to hide. Shiesty.
Oh, no. Please
You
stop.
can't say shit like hide in relationships. Love it. Love it. So how you doing, Jose?
Doing all right.
Other than
Hanging in
fucking
there.
having your fragile mind blown. I'm very sorry.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on anymore. Up is down, down is up.
Dogs,
Shit's
cats
wild.
living together. What'd you
Yeah.
think? What'd you think of that Ghostbusters trailer, Jose?
I haven't seen the Ghostbusters trailer yet, and I haven't seen
Wonder
the
Woman.
Wonder Woman trailer yet.
Yeah, it's
Ghostbusters,
probably
all right.
it's likely that you'll probably see one or both of those before Star Wars. I'd say.
Both
I got
look
the tabs
like a whole lot
open.
of nothing to me.
Well, Ghostbusters looks all right.
Just looks like Stranger Things.
And I agree with Lee. Ghostbusters looks like I like the trailer. It looks kind of good, but I will not support that movie.
And why is that nice?
Fuck Bill Murray.
There
Yeah,
it is.
he killed Harold Ramis,
He-
drowned him in a bathtub.
It's
I
true.
believe it.
Just 2 inches of water is all you need.
But you,
So-
but you like the Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's a good time.
We could implicate Bill Murray in murder, but I can't say shiesty.
You sure can, Jose.
There's no such. There's
What
no
kind of-
implication happening. There's just cold hard facts.
Allegedly.
We're all going to end up in jail. I'll tell you 2 movies I did see. Watched them with my dad. Number 1, Exit Wounds. DMX.
Hold on. Yes, Exit Wounds. What? Describe this movie.
It's DMX is a cop.
Okay.
No, I mean, no. I'm sorry. Not DMX. Steven Seagal is a cop. You know,
Keep going.
who plays by his own rules. DMX is a supposed drug dealer who keeps running into Steven Seagal because he's in the wrong place at the right time. Puts his nose into everything. Turns out some of the cops are crooked, and he wants to bring him down along with DMX. But he realizes DMX's secret is that his brother was framed for some bullshit, and he's trying to bring down the crooked cops.
Oh man.
He's a smart guy who made his money. He's pretty much, imagine if David Zuckerberg was DMX.
Oh yes, David Zuckerberg.
Who? Homeboy?
David Zuckerberg, who directed Airplane.
Or Mark, whatever.
I don't want to get you too excited, Jose, but just this past Friday, a little film called Beyond the Law was released, reuniting Steven Seagal and DMX.
A real movie?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh,
they made it. Yeah, but in this one, DMX does in fact play the cop. It's like DMX got out of the joint, and the first thing he did was call up Steven Seagal.
It was like, look, you need to make a movie. I need to make a movie.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Maybe he's been calling Steven Seagal the whole time and leaving messages in the little when they record your voice for who's calling.
Ooh, I like it.
They'll be like, "Will you accept a call from Hey Steven, it's DMX and I want to make," and then he calls back the next week. I'm moving with you.
But the best part about the movie is it has Isaiah Washington in it, just acting his ass off.
In this piece of trash.
Like, just giving the performance of a lifetime. Like the guy starting on he gets in on the starting team because the dude's hurt, but he knows he's only playing for 2 weeks, but he hopes he did enough to get noticed. That's how he was acting. Just straight like close-ups, and he's just like nailing it. Oh. and he fucking has a karate fight with DMX. I hope he chuckles about that at night. So I don't know. Don't watch it. I mean, or watch it.
Don't watch Exit Wounds from 2001.
No, you watch it, then you double feature it with Beyond the Law from 2019.
Fuck yeah. What was cool though is we followed that up with Two Guns, the Marky Mark Denzel Washington epic,
Which
That
is
good?
was
Yes.
a Vertigo
It's
comic,
fun.
or no,
It's
it was
fun.
Image.
Yeah, Image, Vertigo, one of them.
No, I
twos.
think it was IDW.
He says, no, you both fucks are wrong. That movie, it's fun. It's fun. I had fun with it. It was a fun little romp.
Some
Marky-
weird pulls, Jose.
We were all wrong. It was Boom.
Ah,
You know, well, chilling with the pops. We've been kind of cleaning out his yard a little bit and getting us a little chill hatch ready.
Nothing like watching shoot 'em up movies with the old man.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because he's down to one. Well, the cycle he's on for chemo right now is once a month, and then so he's
Oh, that's not bad. I'm
off
getting
for
there.
the 3 weeks. Goes in, does a 4-hour treatment.
Right on, getting there.
So, and then they see where it's at. Right now, he's just chilling at level. So we're just kind of
Awesome.
He turned 66. Fucker's old.
Yeah.
Still kicking though. The fucking doctor looked at his back and told him, "Oh, now you're walking. You should be in a wheelchair." Because the like he's like, "I'm looking at your X-ray here, and I don't understand how you're walking."
Damn.
So he hopped up and said, "Peace, motherfucker." Hopped up out of there.
Jose's dad's a vet, Vietnam, and I remember one time, someone telling me that Alice in Chains, The Rooster, was about Vietnam. So just one time we were hanging out, I asked Jose's dad, I was like, you ever heard the phrase, come to snuff the rooster? Does that mean anything? I know you're a vet and all. He's like, yeah, it means, snuff the rooster means you gotta be quiet because Charlie's around. You gotta keep low, you gotta keep quiet so they don't find you in the rice paddy. And I believed him, but he could have been bullshitting.
How about the delivery?
Confidence.
Hey, yeah, tell the story. Tell the story until they fucking tell you otherwise.
Fake it till you make it.
I don't know, but it was cool. We played some chess, some epic battles. Whooped his ass. He whooped mine. We tied one. I like to take all of his pieces if I can.
Stalemate.
Stalemate, yeah. Which means
I know what a tie means.
All comes back around.
Love it.
So yeah, it's doable.
Well, shit, yeah. We take a break. We'll come back to our top 6. A lot of top 6 participation this week.
Yep. I
was a good
love
one.
it. I love it. I
And
figured.
every time somebody posted a top 6, I was like, "Oh, that's a good smell."
Yeah, they're all so unique. I'm excited to get into these.
That'd be good. So let's got a classic this week.
Yeah, we do. It is from episode 397, and it's just me telling a story about wearing ripped T-shirts out in public. So enjoy this. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. And break. Another thing that grinds my gears is my wardrobe is mostly black T-shirts with some sort of nerdy mashup on them from Ripped Apparel, ripped.panelsonpages.com.
Gotta say, some respect.
Yeah. So whenever I go out in public, it's very likely that someone will try and strike up a conversation because of the T-shirt that I'm wearing. We're in Walgreens last night, and the guy behind the counter starts asking us about if we got tickets for The Last Jedi yet. I was like, that's weird that guy would bring that up. Then I realized me and my wife both are wearing fucking Star Wars shirts.
In there.
And then tonight we go to the grocery store, and we see a register that's open, ready to go. We're ready to check out, and I didn't recognize the guy at first, but as soon as the guy locks eyes on my shirt and starts asking questions, I realized we've encountered this guy before, and he likes to have slow conversations while he's ringing you up about your shirt. It's like if you're
got a couple of those.
if you're gonna chat me up, like, you better be moving along. Those beeps better be consistent. Like, don't pause to have a conversation with me about my shirt.
Yeah.
I was wearing
no beef with chat, no beef with pleasantry. That's fucking fine. But let's keep it moving.
I was wearing my Darth Vader wearing the Infinity Gauntlet shirt, and he's like, "Oh, nice. So were you a fan of both?" I was like, "Yes." So
you're like, "Nah, I just bought this shit at Goodwill."
So it's gonna be an exciting couple of months, huh? Beep. Like, yep. Gonna be exciting. So, what do you think? Is Justice League gonna be better, or is Thor gonna be better? Beep. And I'm like, oh my god, I fucking remember this guy. We made the wrong choice. So next time we're in that grocery store,
You better wear a button up.
I'm keeping a fucking I'm keeping an eye out for that guy and not getting in his line. And now I wear solid colored t-shirts everywhere I go.
There you go.
Well, I bought someone a t-shirt for Christmas.
Ooh.
And I cannot wait to see them open it, because I'm not going to tell anybody about it just yet, because someone out there listening is going to get it.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
But holy shit, is this t-shirt great, you guys.
Someone's going to get it.
I can't wait.
I've got this cool ripped shirt. It's supposed to look like a vinyl record, but it's a solar system. And I was like, oh man, I should wear that to Incubus, because some of their songs are like, their song Stellar and shit like that. They got a lot of space themes. I was like, that might be cool to wear to a show. And then I was like, no, I don't want to deal with the half a dozen bros that are gonna tell me my shirt's nice. So
yeah, no, that's fair.
I'll just wear a solid black
dude,
shirt.
Your shirt's so bro, dude.
Bro.
D23, when I got accosted by those multiple dudes because of my Tron shirt, that broke me as far as wearing identifiable cool shirts out in public.
Dude, that's a cool Tron shirt.
Bro, same movie, bro. You like Tron? I like Tron, bro.
Dude, you like shirts?
Bro, I wear shirts.
Flynn lives.
I fucking love shirts, bro.
I like a cool shirt. I don't give a fuck.
I fell off the ripped and such allure when I had to spend a really obnoxious amount of time explaining to someone why they couldn't buy it. So they were like, that's a cool shirt. Where do I get it?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, see, it's one of those shirt-a-day sites. Like, you can't. And he was like, no. Like, what's the site? And what do I search for? And I was like, you can't. You can't. It existed for a day and now it's gone. Like,
that's not so true these days, though.
Not anymore. But
they keep them in their vault and they mark them up 500%.
Disney.
It's not a bad idea.
Been enjoying which one was it? It's T Public lately.
Mm-hmm.
Cheaper prices. Got a bunch of shit on Cyber Monday, and it's a lot of the same designs by the same artists. Apparently, they give them a pretty nice cut, and you don't have to pay $6 extra to get the good shirt.
Nice.
The regular shirt is a good shirt.
Is that one of those, like, could we make a pop store on TeePublic if we wanted to?
I do believe we could.
Well, we might have to look into that.
Yeah. Like, no one's gonna stop us. Like, to fucking see him try. Better men have tried and died.
Just make sure it doesn't say Jip on it.
Because I don't know if our Cafe Press store is still running.
I guarantee you it is.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah. Remember, who was it that ordered a shirt?
I don't know. Somebody ordered like one of the ones that we used to make.
Right.
And I was like, hey, that string has not existed for a very long time. How can I give you this shirt? But I do still have a couple of hoodies in storage. I will mail you one of those for free.
Was it?
Right, let's get into this.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the
So yeah, the idea was kind of, it's the holiday season. There's a lot of smells going around, a lot of favorite smells probably. So someone suggested this, I believe, on the Discord a while back, and Lee immediately was grossed out by it.
It's just, even just the way you just said, lots of smells going around. I was like, oh, fucking phrasing. I didn't care for that at all.
Isn't it the sense of smell is the sense that's most tied to memory?
I do believe so. And I personally have a pretty strong reaction to smells, mostly negative.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a real thing, which is why it's real awesome to have cats. Because it's real cool that they just, like, the best cat in the world will still just shit in a box in your house. It's just outstanding.
Lee, you ever smell the cat box?
Yeah.
Just get in there.
Yeah, because I got to keep...
Yeah, that's part of the reasons I can't really deal with cats. That cat box smell, man. And just cat piss in general is real strong.
Knize, you want me to bring you some?
No.
All right.
Fucking dummies just think they were
And you better not win the Kerouac.
If you win the Kerouac night, Mahoney's going to make me send you cat piss.
Well, I think at this point, with, it's destiny that Mahoney and Jose meet in the championship, I think it's also destiny that Tad wins the Kerouac.
He kind of cemented it today. Oh, I should mention, not to sidetrack us, but I have come up with a way. So there's been this talk of Kerouac punishments just being something that we don't do.
Yep.
Well, I've figured out how to handle for that.
Oh, yeah?
So, oh, yeah. Don't you worry. You win that Kerouac, you'll find yourself punished.
No, not going to win it.
Well, no, I'm not saying you will, but whoever does.
I'm not gonna.
I'm not saying you're gonna.
Stop saying I'm going to.
I'm not gonna.
I'm not going to win it.
Oh, God. All right, so.
Don't you jip him.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Now, see, he's like a kid that just learned a bad word, so he keeps saying it. He thinks it's cute.
So cute.
Bad.
Oh, God. All right, so. I got Play-Doh on my list.
Great smell.
Great taste, too.
Yeah.
Great taste.
Just
Nothing
delicious.
smells like it. Like, even like you get like some of that bullshit, like, Rose Art playful foam. It doesn't smell like Play-Doh. Like, nothing smells like Play-Doh but the real thing. Often imitated, never duplicated as Play-Doh. The smell of grilling, like a barbecue going, like
like
solid
meat on fire is something.
On fire.
Like, you ever just get out of your car and you're near some sort of restaurant that's cooking meats and you're just like, oh God, something smells so good.
Man, a Burger King will get me from time to time.
Oh yeah.
Like, that food is bullshit, but it's a delightful smell.
Man, that shit ain't that ain't the food that smells. You think that's fucking food that smells pumping out that chimney? Shit.
You ever get
Ain't
hard
broiled shit in like 3 years?
You ever get hard sniffing outside of Burger King?
Shit. Raging Clue. That smells bullshit.
Not a fan of them in general, but babies smell real good.
It's true.
And that is actually a defense mechanism. Babies smell good, so you don't kill them.
Oh.
Because why? Babies are terrible people.
They are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to be compelled to throw that baby. It's going to happen. But nature's like, oh, shit. If we make them smell good, we'll endear it to them.
But you can't make it. You can't make it smell too good, because then you're gonna want to eat it.
That's right.
I wonder what this baby tastes.
It's gotta smell good but taste bad, like a Switch game.
Like a Switch cartridge.
Yeah.
I made Zoe lick a Switch cartridge the other day. It was fucking great.
Nice.
It was awesome. Next up, old comics smell great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Old comics smell great.
Talk about, connected to memory. Like, that's straight up the smell of nostalgia right there.
Absolutely. But not to be outdone, also love the smell of like a new full color book, especially if that shit's been shrink wrapped.
Yeah.
Pop that wrapping open, that good paper ink smell just goes up inside your brain. Oh, it's real good. Real good. And that one I like because it's temporary. It only smells that way for a little while. Then it becomes a regular ass, like, boring, been on the shelf for a while book, but not an old book. So it's just paper. For a while there, it's magical. And the number one with a bullet, undisputed, no questions asked. Pizza.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
The fucking best is pizza.
Favorite color.
Yep.
You see, I love pizza, but pizza is nowhere near my top 6 favorite smells. Like,
Yeah.
favorite tastes for sure.
Being near a pizza joint, you fucking open that box. Oh, I fucking love the smell of pizza. I would have a Glade plug-in that smell like pizza if they made it.
Ooh.
On that same token, I do love the smell of like Mexican food. And you ever get home from a Mexican restaurant and your clothes smell like it?
Yeah.
Just like a fajita platter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's a good time. Good time. So, what do you got on Twitter, Knize? Got a few on the Twitter machine.
We actually only got one on Twitter, unless there's been more since the show started.
Okay.
Kristen actually posted hers in Discord, but
Yeah, girl.
John Michael hit us up on Twitter.
Love that boy.
He says, this is off the cuff, but 1 and 2 are for sure my favorites. Number 6, new books/comics.
Yep.
Number 5, cinnamon apple. Number 4, lavender. Number 3, lime. Number 2,
Lime is a solid one.
Yeah, lime is a pretty underrated smell.
I would have thought for sure his number 2 would have been his number 1, but his number 2 is freshly popped movie theater popcorn. I had movie theater on my long list. It's just kind of, you walk in and the popcorn might be burnt. It might smell like dirty mop water, but it's a movie theater.
Yeah, that's why I can't do the movie theater popcorn, because it can turn on you real fast.
That's true. And his number 1 with a bullet is new carpet. He says, when I was growing up, my brother and I would go to a carpet store near our house just to smell the carpet. That's fumes, bro.
I think it says a lot about me. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
I never had new carpet.
I've smelled new carpet, but certainly not enough to go to a place to smell it.
It's very chemically. It might give you that same, like opening the comic in a shrink wrap. It's that chemically, like, but also fresh and like no one's ever stepped on this before type of smell.
Virgin carpet.
Right.
All right. Way to be real creep, John Michael.
You just made it creepy.
I bet just remember last week Kelly was talking about people who come into his store and don't buy anything. That's how the carpet people felt every time JM and his brother showed up. They're like, these
two
fucking guys,
weirdos sniffing the goddamn green carpet again.
they're gonna be here for hours just laying on the carpet.
This giant child just sniffing carpet.
Fucking 6'8" 8-year-old.
J-Pop in the chat says he sold carpet for years and it does smell good coming off the truck.
Can confirm. There you go.
Carpet match the drapes? Or can we not say that?
They didn't say anything about smelling drapes.
Yeah, you can't say drapes anymore. It's curtains.
Yeah.
Curtains. Oh, do the drapes get offended?
Yes.
Okay.
I fucking love it.
I'm getting it down.
I'll
I'll catch up.
Don't encourage him, Lee.
Now I know what Captain America feels like. He's trying to catch up with how you people live now.
Jose's just got a notebook of all the words he can't say.
I like to see how many I can get off on the show. No, but honestly, I didn't know you couldn't say shit.
Yeah.
Lee, look what you've done.
No, I didn't know.
We all learned a lesson. We all learned a valuable lesson.
This year? Did that happen this year?
I don't. It's.
Who knows?
Yeah, who
Why
knows?
would we know that?
Well, then why do you guys follow it?
You just become aware of changes.
When people say that they don't like a word, like it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah, but who said it?
Yeah.
Hey. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I think that's a reasonable question. Is who said it? Or are we-
Sensitive white people.
sensitive white people who the name doesn't
Doesn't ring a bell.
apply to.
No. That's
I don't listen to them.
All right, so Discord. Juan checks in.
got a bunch on Discord. Hey, why don't you read Juan's list for us, Mahoney?
Okay, his top 6 smell for all 6, it's very strange. All 6 of them was pickles.
Juan starts out his list with number 6, pizza.
Number 6?
I don't eat pizza, but I find the aroma pleasing.
That's
weird.
goddamned insane.
That's stupid.
It tastes like it smells, Juan.
Yeah, so that
Must
means
be a
it's
texture
delicious.
thing. It's got to be a texture thing.
Number 5, strawberry scented shampoo.
It's a real big boy smell. I like it.
All right.
And but I don't know what a strawberry smells like. I know what strawberry tastes like.
You don't go around sniffing strawberries?
Well, it doesn't even smell like strawberries. It smells like strawberry scented
Strawberry
shampoo.
scent, yeah.
It's a very specific chemically bullshit smell.
Number 4, freshly popped movie theater popcorn. We got another checking in on that. Number 3, cherry scented shampoo and body wash. Which
what the fuck?
What is the smell of cherries?
Lovely.
I don't know. Number 2, fresh Popeyes chicken. And number 1,
what? I'll accept that.
yeah.
Double murder suicide.
Fried foods. That smells great.
Yep.
So we can double murder suicide.
Number 1, sadly, this one I haven't smelled in a long time, but my grandmother's fried chicken. A memory scent.
Oh, not where I thought he was going.
A memory scent that is slowly being forgotten with time. Yay. But you still got it. You still got it in your nose. You still remember it.
My grandma's
So, you want to get Juan something for Christmas? He wants a Bath and Body Works gift certificate. Get them good smelling shampoos.
Next time I see you, Juan, I'm gonna smell the shit out of you.
I've
Better
never
smell
seen
like cherries.
I've never seen a strawberry shampoo or a cherry shampoo, and both of them made his list.
Right?
Basically made for small children. So made something when he was a kid.
Maybe.
Yeah, if you got like a cherry flavored,
Who knows?
if you got a cherry scented shampoo, odds are the top of the bottle is shaped like Scooby Doo.
Sounds great.
Even odds. Ben hit us up on Discord, which you should join at discord.panelsonpages.com. Number 6, real Christmas trees. Takes me right back to childhood.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
'Cause I haven't had a real tree in my house for God knows how long, but nothing beats the smell of genuine pine during the holidays.
It's true. It's true. We've got a fake
Especially
tree.
Chris Pine.
We've got a fake tree, but we do have a Glade plug-in of pine scent behind it, and boy, oh boy, it'll fool you.
Real tree, nowhere near worth the hassle, but the smell is good. Number 5, cinnamon roll.
Yeah, but no, it's all completely worth it because if you bonfire burn your tree.
Yeah.
You could be picking needles up out of the fucking floor forever. You gotta water it.
Yeah, but fake trees have needles too. That shit falls out.
Yeah.
And
nothing like the real ones do.
No, it's true. But fake trees are such a pain in the ass to store.
True.
Yeah. Put in the box.
Yeah.
I'd rather burn the box.
Our box exploded this year.
Why?
Because when they pack the box, it's factory packed. After that, you're never going to get that tree as small as they got it the first time.
Yeah,
Our
'cause
box
that's
is
sealed.
heavily reinforced at all the corners.
Yeah, I told Mary, since hopefully we'll be in a new place next year, this is our last year with this tree. It served its purpose.
Number 5, cinnamon rolls. I can give or take them as food, but they smell amazing right out of the oven.
Give or take them as food? What?
No, I get it. Depends on the cinnamon roll. Like Cinnabon, I'm not into Cinnabon.
Number 4, fresh cut grass. A nice olfactory reward after doing yard work.
It's kind of a good one.
Number 3, my wife's hair. Might sound creepy, but it brings
My
me comfort.
wife.
I get
It
it.
definitely sounds creepy.
I get it. Number 2,
You
freshly
also
baked
like the
cookies.
smell of his wife's hair.
She is a lovely person. Her hair, ironically, smells like cherry scented shampoo, but that's just natural. Number 2, freshly baked cookies, another smell that takes me right back to childhood. And number 1, bookstores / comic shops / well-maintained libraries. The smell of paper, old or new, soothes my soul.
And hobo cum.
And
Oh.
hobo cum. Love it. And then real quick.
Well, Tito asked, wood chips didn't make the list? and Ben says, there is number 7. His late father was a shop teacher, so that's just another one that brings back fond memories.
Or those blocks of cedar that like you put in your clothes or something.
Yeah.
Better email us, popcast@panelsonpages.com.
Nice.
Number 6, the smell of victory. Its sweet aromas wafting over the plains of Hyrule, growing stronger as fantasy football playoffs begin. Number 5, whatever The Rock was cooking. Smelled like attitude, and it was fantastic. Number 4, Panama Jack suntan lotion. Smell always takes me back to my college days in Florida. Combined with the scent of the ocean, it's the late 90s, early 2000s all over again.
Yeah, suntan lotion, that's a good one. Like the coconutty, like tropical smelling ones.
Number 3, gasoline. I'm one of the weirdos.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's unsettling.
That's not weird.
That was
People
one of
love
my
the smell of gasoline.
gasoline
gets
was
you
one of
high.
my shout outs.
But like top 6?
No, it's not top 6.
Well, it depends on how much you huffed it.
Yeah, but
That's
like,
also
if you ever, like, you can tell like the smell of gas, right? But then you ever get like a little, like a fucking drop on your hand at the pump?
Right.
Ah, shit.
Well, yeah.
My
No,
hand
you
could
definitely
smell
don't want
good
it
all
on
fucking
you.
day.
Yeah,
You don't want
exactly.
it on you, but if you can be in the vicinity of it, then it's
Yeah.
great.
That's all right.
Is it true that they add that smell to the gas so that you know?
I know they add it to natural gas.
Makes
I don't
sense.
know if that's about the gasoline or not. I don't know.
They should have like different flavors.
Ooh, I like that idea.
They do.
Holy shit, this gas smells like Cinnabon.
They do. They got
Oh, that'd be
regular,
awesome.
supreme, unleaded.
Number
Listen,
2,
man,
urinal
you-
cakes.
You smell burnt popcorn. You should
Yeah.
start to load
I don't know about that one.
urinal cakes, huh?
Urinal cakes.
Yes, the ones in a urinal. If I walk into a restroom, that's the only smell I want to notice. If I can smell a cake, it means there's a good chance this restroom has been cleaned. I mean,
Okay, the rationale makes it work.
I can kind of see where you're going from.
So you just more like the smell of being at ease in a clean bathroom.
Yeah, you like the stink of clean, which I can appreciate and respect. And number 1, food. My whole list would be different food aromas. I'm lumping them together.
Just love food.
From
I
cinnamon
feel
desserts to bacon. Nothing beats a good barbecue on the grill, though.
Put all the food in a pile and smell it.
Just sniff the pile of food.
Well, there's nothing better than like when you're cooking. There's that moment where it really smells good.
Yeah.
And that's when you know it's close to
Ba-
done. And you're like,
Mom cooking
Oh,
bacon
yeah.
in the morning. That's something. That's better than an alarm clock.
no, I'll tell you what's better than an alarm clock: the steak and eggs and beer at your grandpa's crazy Asian's house. Can I say Asian?
Yes, you can say Asian.
Can I say crazy?
What you got, Jose?
Crazy's borderline.
All right. Well, shout outs, gasoline, markers,
Markers are fun.
chlorophyll,
Markers is a good one.
chlorophyll.
Did you say chloroform?
Chlorophyll.
You sure did.
What are you gonna say? You love the smell of cocaine next?
Oh, what was the joke? Yeah, I think it was Richard Pryor. He's like, I don't like cocaine. I just like the way it smells.
Right.
Fabuloso.
Oh, fabuloso.
Talk about when you know something's clean. Well, okay. I take that back. That doesn't mean it's clean because you can use Fabuloso and use the fucking dirtiest ass mouth.
true.
And it'll still smell like Fabuloso.
Is Fabuloso the cleaning solution that just looks like juice
Yeah.
in the bottle?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like those different flavored Hawaiian punches.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your flavor? Green, purple, or blue?
Yeah, the green. Green is good.
And then Padissi. It didn't make my top 6. Shout out. You know who you are.
Yeah. Big shout out collectively to Badussi.
Yeah.
Smells like sex in here.
So I'm gonna do incense because I got a couple flavors. I love me like a clean, like a rain or an ocean.
All right,
or
all right.
I don't.
cherry.
I
There's like
I didn't know that there were flavors of incense. I thought it was just incense smell.
No.
Yeah, I was way big into burning those incense cones back when I was in like middle school.
Yeah. We got a cool little like tree that you put the incense in and it smokes out of the tree. It's like a 3-headed carved tree. It's kind of cool. So rain, like I fucking love that. And cherry incense is my shit. Not so much a favorite smell, but a smell that will live with me for the rest of my life. The smell of restaurants.
Oh,
Like it gets in your clothes.
Yeah.
Like my whole closet smelled like it because just laundry and just the smell of restaurant.
and it's like it's like mildewy because everything's always wet. Ugh.
Yeah. It's
we
weird.
We passed by the bar at that one restaurant that we went to before Incubus, and I was immediately like, "Oh God, that smells like Margaritaville."
Yeah, the definitely behind the bar definitely has an odor. So it smells like they got you. I'm gonna go peppermint. Dig me a good fucking peppermint. Little peppermint patty, little York, little fucking anything. Give me that peppermint.
All right.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and go Vicks.
You know what? Yeah.
You're a nut with that Vicks.
Because it smells like I can breathe. That's what it smells like.
Yeah. It's a smell of relief.
Yeah, is that a Puerto Rican thing? Because
Vicks?
it is.
No, I was saying Vicks, a Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Vicks. Because on
Vicks knows no nationality.
Yeah, but on AEW a couple weeks ago, Santana and Ortiz put together like a Puerto Rican gift basket, and there was Vicks in it.
That's hilarious. Yeah, they don't know what's up.
Like if we get sick, like put it on your feet, as if you breathe through your fucking toes or something. It's something that they would do.
Well, it's like those fucking pads you would put on your feet to suck out the toxins. Even though, of course,
when
that
I worked at
shit
the
don't
gas
work.
station, there was they had to start IDing because they had like those Vicks. It was like a chapstick form, where it came in like a chapstick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fucking, if you get it warm, then you can huff it.
Oh,
So kids were grabbing them.
Yeah, and just like lighten the ends enough to get them to fucking huff.
But meanwhile, it just, comes in a form already designed to be huffed.
It's a different type of free base.
Fucking youths.
If you know what I mean.
Fucking youths.
Rip
Then I'm
grandma.
gonna go fucking bacon, bro.
Hell yeah.
That smell alone will wake anybody up.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Yep.
It's been a
Even if-
while.
Even if you don't like bacon, the smell of bacon will get you up.
Tell you what, when we were still making bacon in this house, don't fry bacon in a pan. Put that shit in the oven. Like that's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
You don't get splattered. It doesn't get burned as easily. You're not cooking in burning bacon grease. Little tip.
Bake that grease, baby. And then number 1, some of that fucking pizza, baby.
Wow.
Yep.
Because it's just good shit.
Man,
You're like fucking pizza just smells good.
We're gonna have to
Let's eat it.
We're gonna have
Pizza
to get
smells like a party.
True.
You know what I mean?
A pizza party, man, like a sleepover.
Or anything,
Yeah.
whatever. Just fucking fun.
Just hanging out with the dudes.
Ninja Turtles.
Mhm.
Fucking
Yep.
dude
Man,
smooch night.
I'm gonna
Let's
have
get
to
down.
get a pizza just so I can just take it in because the smell just doesn't stick out for me as one of the most appealing things of pizza. It's good. It smells good.
It smells fucking great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes even better.
That's true.
Yeah.
Juan. Just like Badussi.
It tastes so good. Some people might not let you inside the pizza joint to get into that great smell.
He's
And
like-
a certain person might be told to take a walk.
He was like, this pizza smells all for me.
Yeah. I'll call the fucking cops. Good times. So that's my 6. That's
Nice.
what's up.
Good one.
That's what I dig. That's what I like. That's what I eat. That's what I smell. Oh, shout out. I thought you guys would get a kick out of this one. Feet.
Never. No.
Never.
Get a kick out of it.
Get that out of here.
Knize, strike that from the episode.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run a filter through this episode just to remove all of Jose's comments.
Man, everyone's just so touchy.
So uptight.
She's so touchy, man. But seriously, we're never.
Hey, okay, moving on.
I never even.
So, Kelly, you got Shark's List on Discord?
Sure don't.
Oh, we call him a shark?
Number 6 is fresh cut grass.
That's good stuff.
Number 5, the smell of a baseball field on a hot summer day, which I think is essentially fresh cut grass, but that's fine. Number 4,
like freedom in America.
Yeah, and I guess you got like the hot dogs cooking and all that.
Yeah, and then you
all
got the dirt,
the people,
the aromas,
cheap beer.
He says number 4
kid at the end of the bench.
Number 4, babies. Weird, but my boys had a wonderful fresh baby smell. But no, I don't think you don't need to feel defensive about that. Babies smell great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on purpose.
Yeah. Number 3, new car smell.
Oh man, honorable mention a new
car smell is legit.
Yeah, honorable mention a new car smell.
Yeah, shout out.
That's a good one.
Okay, now I could not be happier that I'm reading this list. Number 2, Christmas soap. Christmas soap. Now, Matt says that one of his second favorite smell is Christmas soap. Our good friend Mel reads that as Christmas soup. Gets so inspired by his Google search for Christmas soup that he goes and makes this amazing homemade ramen.
It looks fantastic.
Just looks amazing. And he's like, hey, man, thanks for mentioning Christmas soup. Now I've got my ramen. And finally, and this was hours later. It took him hours to do this. Knize says, he said soap. He said Christmas soap. So Mel went and made an entire batch of soup because Matt likes the smell of Christmas soap.
Well, he said he Googled Christmas soup, and it seemed like he found results. So I was like, well, maybe Matt spelled soup wrong. Maybe there is Christmas soup.
Maybe. I don't know. Either way.
Bless your heart.
It was one of my favorite moments of the week.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
And number 1, fresh baked cookies. What a great smell.
That's a good one.
That's a solid smell.
Yeah.
Solid smell. Love it. Let's see, what else you got? What else you got? How about you, Mahoney, what's your list?
All right, where's my list? My list. Number 6. Well, first of all, shout out to the salt smell when you get near the ocean. That smells great.
Yeah, just that salty air.
Yeah.
Little fish
wonderful.
stank in it.
Little bit.
Shout out to peeing in the ocean. Or can we not do that anymore?
If you're peeing in the ocean and you can smell it, you got to go to a doctor.
Well, I wasn't talking about the smell, just the act.
No, you can
Okay.
still.
I guess that would go top 6 feelings.
You can still pee in the ocean.
Number 3, peeing in the ocean. Number 1 would, of course, be feet.
Yeah, now, you haven't lived until you pooped in the ocean, though.
Oh, my God.
You haven't lived until you pooped on some feet.
Boy, we're taking some turns in this one.
So number 6, not pooping in the ocean, but when someone is sautéing garlic.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
smell
Good.
is amazing.
That's a good
It doesn't
smell.
matter what you're going to do with it. You start to saute garlic, and the whole house smells great.
No, that is a rock solid smell.
Number 5, the smell of fresh cut wood. Love that smell.
Yep.
Number 4, when you are outside and you can smell that somewhere someone is grilling. Like, not even myself, just some other person. Like, you are never more in the mood for, like, a burger or steak or something than when some person down the street is grilling
Yeah,
it.
just straight up Yogi Bear in it, flying through the air.
Yup.
The smell of freshly cut grass. Love it. as we all know, I mow my lawn constantly.
Beautiful.
The smell in the air. Now, Knize, you down in Florida, but the smell in the air when it's going to snow.
Yes.
Is great.
Wait until my list, buddy.
You walk outside and you're like, it's gonna snow today. You just tell.
You forget that I lived a whole decade of my life in Illinois.
Well, yeah, but like 40 years ago.
Oh, that was mean.
We just had a whole bit about how old he is. And the other one is when you're outside and you can smell that somebody's got a fire.
Yeah.
The smell of fire is great.
Yeah, fire's good.
I miss
burning leaves.
Yeah, I don't care. Burn whatever you want. Smells great. Hopefully it's not like your house.
Yeah, I miss having the room to start a fire. Christmas trees will go up fast. They go up fast, y'all. That is a scene to behold.
Technically, any room you can start a fire.
That's right.
Or can we not do that anymore?
Probably shouldn't. Kristen hits us up on the Discord. She says,
please God, someone stop Jose.
Honorable mentions to freshly washed bedding. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Crawling into the clean sheets. Oh, it's the best.
There is nothing better. Talk about best feelings.
Yeah.
Isn't it ironic that, like, you wash your sheets and you get into your nice clean sheets and it smells so nice and it feels so good, and then immediately you're like, oh, let's bang.
Of course.
Let's de-clean these sheets as quick as possible.
Yeah, you had a good run. Clean sheets, 7 minutes tops. They're gonna be gross the minute my chunky ass starts sweating them anyway. Like, there's no chance. Like, they won't be that good the next day, no matter what happens.
Right.
Yep.
She also says, shout out to grilling in the summer.
Yeah.
Number 6, the Pirates of the Caribbean water at Disney World.
It has a distinct smell, which some think that they pump the smell in there at this point.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've been on the ride like a dozen times.
It's
I don't
interesting.
recognize it as a smell either.
It's interesting.
Is it like chlorine?
It's a little bit of chlorine, a little bit of like pennies, but then it's also like sweet smelling. But it's so unique to the Pirates of the Caribbean water.
Well, now I'm gonna have to pay attention next time. Number 5, burning leaves in the fall. Big hit. Number 4, fresh basil.
Oh, you want to talk about pizza being a good smell? Like, I'm not big on basil on pizza, but that smell is amazing.
Yeah, I fucking love basil.
What room do you burn your leaves in?
Oh, the bathroom.
Yeah, toilet. You know, set it on fire and then flush it.
Yep.
Number 3,
You don't put a left eye, put it in the tub.
I don't
No,
know.
I shower in there.
Nobody?
No.
Left eye?
The
burnt
TLC lady?
Yeah.
Clothes in the bathroom
She
and then
did.
accidentally set his house on fire?
She did. Andre Rison.
I don't know what the fuck she's talking about here, but her number 3
Jose
is
is gonna like this one.
puppies/kittens/dog feet.
That one's upsetting. I don't
That
like
sounds really horrible.
Like, not the dog, the feet?
The feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
tiny
I
little
don't-
feet. I
I
can't.
don't like that.
I don't.
Is it the feet of all of them, or is it puppy smell, kitten smell, and dog feet smell?
It says puppy/kitten/dog feet.
Yeah, I
So
do
not
believe it is
dog.
the feet of puppies,
Not
kittens, and dogs.
slash feet.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I kind of
real
like the
specific.
idea that feet was like an autocorrect.
It actually was supposed to say soup.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh no.
Number 2, roses. Great smell. And number 1, first time on the list tonight, freshly baked bread.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Oh,
I feel like you.
shout out to Marita Bread. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the local like white bread manufacturer here in Orlando. You would drive down I-4 and you would smell the bread as you pass through downtown.
Right off
That sounds
the
wonderful.
highway. So, like, it was just... It's a sadder Orlando without that smell.
Yeah. Kristen confirms in the chat that the smell of puppies and kittens are separate from the smell of dog feet.
Okay.
All right.
That's not any
That's-
better, but okay.
1/4.
I can't decide if it makes it better or worse, to be honest.
2 out of 3 less weird.
And you know, talking about freshly baked bread, you can kind of lump that in with pizza too, because that's all kind of part of it.
Yeah. That's why it's so fucking great.
Mhm.
It's got all that stuff together. Got it all. And then what we got next? So how about you, Knize? Have you gone yet? I don't think you have.
All right, let's go. Top 6. Let's see. Number 6. This one kind of helped me through my puberty. It was one of those smells that just kind of latched onto my nose.
Come in a sock.
God.
Pearberry from Bath and Body Works. Like the all-time greatest scent from Bath and Body Works. I don't know what it was, but one of the girls in our class wore Pearberry, and there was just something about it that was my favorite. I think someone got me like Pearberry as a Christmas present one year just because I was so obsessed with it.
Are you a pearberry?
Number 5, going back to like fresh cut wood and all that, I would say sawdust. I worked with my dad a lot doing construction, and a lot of long bullshit days, but man, nothing like some fresh cut wood, that sawdust blowing out. Kind of all those construction smells have a lot of connections to memories.
Absolutely.
Number 4, I did this as a co-sponsored number 4, Christmas tree smell, and Mahoney said it, that winter air smell when it smells like it's about to snow. Like, I'll say it, we live in Florida, and it barely gets cold down here. Like, it'll get down to the 50s, 40s. It'll freeze overnight at worst. But sometimes I'll walk outside and I'll be like, smells like it's going to snow. Number 3, I feel like I've told this story on the podcast before, but for those that are new to it,
so Badussy.
well, you're not far off. So this was January 2010. Jose and I and a failed band that shall not be named, we went down to, what was it, Fort Lauderdale, Jose?
I believe it.
Somewhere down south. And we 3 of us went to a strip club, Scarlett's.
Scarlett's.
And our
I
buddy,
haven't thought of that in forever.
our buddy bought me a private lap dance, and the chick took me back there, and she did the thing where she asked me, "Got milk?" and then she slapped her tits across my face. But the perfume she wore was amazing. I can't even describe it. And like, it stuck on my clothes and on my face, that smell, and it was amazing.
I remember that got milk story. Jesus.
It's what's real interesting though is that same weekend, Lee's wife Nicole was coming to Orlando for some business event. I met her at her hotel to hang out. She opens the door. I smell the exact same smell that the stripper was wearing.
Uh-oh.
So Nicole and the stripper wore the same scent, and boy, oh boy, that was confusing. And then later on, I get this, so Gold Bond has, for the longest time I was using Gold Bond powder.
What the fuck?
For the longest time I was using Gold Bond powder, but then they switched to this spray. And they had the original spray, and then they come out with the fresh scent. I got the fresh scent. I sprayed it on my balls the first time. I was like, oh my God, that smells like the stripper perfume. My balls smell like Lee's wife now. So all-time great smell, just connected with all those memories. God bless.
Strippers smell nice, and they're very soft.
Yeah. Number 2, another co-sponsored item on this list, and I am surprised it was not on Jose's list at all. But boy, oh boy, that sticky, icky, icky. I smell that.
Ooh,
like,
weed.
there's,
I'm gonna give a shout out to weed.
It's kind of a shame, with vaping becoming such a big thing, is that, like, you don't get that smell as much these days. But boy, I love that smell. I love putting it in the air, as Snoop Dogg says. And I can smell somebody smoking weed from 100 yards away. 100%.
You're talking about that
smell.
shitty like skunk smell?
Well, there's a lot of different variations of weed smell, but yeah, skunk. It is definitely skunky, and the better it is, the skunkier it gets.
I know.
And it is definitely a smell you will never forget.
That's right.
There have been times walking with you two at hotels in New York or wherever else, and all of a sudden you'll just be like, somebody's getting high.
Oh,
how can you tell?
New York is lousy with it because it's decriminalized up there. Well, remember that story from, what was it, Toy Fair 2 years ago, or was it Anime, where we're walking down the street and the guy on the side of the street just goes, "Who's got it? I smell it." And we got accosted for a while. And then I also put that on the same line as patchouli, because also, not only do I love the smell of weed, but it's also connected to so many great memories, going to concerts, hanging out at people's houses, getting stoned, and a lot of times there was patchouli incense going on in the same place, so it all kind of ties together.
And they're not unsimilar smells.
They pair together so well.
Yeah.
Like
they're
a fine,
in the same lane.
like a fine wine and a steak.
Yeah.
J-Pop says it was Anime NYC because he heard the story a couple months ago. And then my number one with a bullet. Talk about connecting a sense of smell to memory. No other toy smells as good as He-Man action figures.
You know what? You said no other toy, and I said He-Man.
I think it's because of Stinkor, which didn't they? Isn't the urban legend is that they put patchouli in the plastic for Stinkor?
I would believe that.
So I don't know if it's just Stinkor or if it's also He-Man figures as a whole. But if you get a pile of He-Man figures and there's a Stinkor in there, or it's just a bunch of, it's just that plastic like. Oh man, that is it smells like my childhood. And every so often I'll catch a whiff of something, I'll be like, He-Man figures. Somebody got some He-Man figures up in here?
Just walking around a flea market, just sniffing the air. That's awesome. That's great. Solid list. See, back to the Discord. We got Darwin. Right, said number 6, fresh cut lumber. Don't know why, because it's a delicious smell.
Yeah.
Number 5,
delicious isn't the word, Lee.
No, it smells gonna be delicious. Yeah, for sure.
It's manly.
Yeah. Number 5, running nitro RC cars. Always fun. Number 4, a bonfire.
James Bonfire.
Number 3, real specific, a lake before sunrise. Reminds me of fishing with my dad.
Ooh.
I wasn't on my list and I didn't think about it, but hearing him say it, yeah, that's a great smell too.
Sounds
That
nice.
bonfire, that toasted marshmallow.
Yeah. Number 2, pizza.
Fuck
And
yeah.
then number 1, my mother-in-law's homemade lasagna.
So what are the top? Pizza and fresh grass?
Yeah, I'd say
grass, lumber's been on the list a few times.
Yeah. The most recurring smell.
Get it? Pizza and grass. I'm down.
Lasagna or ravioli?
Ravioli lasagna.
Oh,
all
man.
day. All day. Hit us up one on Discord. Mahoney, what you got?
All right, J-Pop. Goof off professional grade paint adhesive remover.
You know what?
Fuck yeah.
I know that exact one, but I know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
I know that
my
exact
Huffers.
one, and yeah, that smells pretty great. It says opening a bottle of this bad boy meant that our cokehead of a boss would leave us alone as long as it was left open and out on the counter. Plus, one huff of this bad boy will wake you up.
Jesus.
Oh man, don't use some goof off unless you're in a well ventilated area.
Yeah, that smells good. Smelling salts.
Well, that's kind of why you do the Vicks, right?
Well, I do the Vicks because I can't fucking breathe.
Rip grandma.
But then I just, I
Rip
like
grandma.
it. I smell it.
Rip
Like,
grandma.
I gotta put my Vicks on before bed.
Nothing can hurt you anymore. You're dead now.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, and that's why I was
Number
surprised.
5. Number 5 is a bonfire. Number 4, Moonlit Blossoms Yankee Candle. Just a very nice fruity candle.
Oh yeah, Yankee Candle.
Never heard of it, but it sounds wonderful.
Yank my candle.
I like that you're still choking and you were like, I gotta get it out.
It was a hot fire.
Evergreen / Xmas trees / fresh cut wood. Excellent smell. I don't think that Christmas trees and fresh cut wood really go together, but both great smells, so I'll allow it.
What about when you buy a Christmas tree and they do the fresh cut at the bottom?
All right.
And it's sappy and
You gotta get that fresh cut.
Oh, you got to.
I mean, yeah, the thing will die otherwise.
Tree's thirsty.
Pizza.
Wow.
And number 1, fresh baked pies.
And Mahoney responds,
yeah, pies.
Fuck yeah, pies.
Pies are so great.
Fuck yeah, pies. Love it.
Give me them pies.
Do you have anything on Facebook, Knize?
Eric Magnus checks in on Facebook.
There you go.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. Honorable mentions.
I hope the 4 floors of horrors is on his list.
Honorable mentions go to coffee. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's kind of like bacon. That'll wake you up
Yeah.
too if you smell that brewing.
It smells better than it tastes, and just bakeries in general, especially brownies.
And then there's old coffee, which is the worst smell in the world.
It like turns to it starts smelling like pee after a while.
Yeah,
it really does.
Number 6, curry bread. It is a bread roll with curry in the middle. It was fucking delicious.
You know what? Yes.
Yeah. Number 5, melon bread.
Oh, dude, melon bread.
It was bread with melon in the middle, mostly cantaloupe. I used to buy them from Lawson's, Mini Stop, and 7-Eleven.
Dude, melon bread.
I love the need to explain that curry bread is bread with curry, and melon bread is bread with melon.
Is melon bread a Japanese thing, Kelly?
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, you got it in Japan?
Yeah, I miss it.
Oh my god. Somebody put the hose on this guy. Number 4, beef bowls. Sukiya and Yoshinoya had the best beef bowls.
See what it is? It's a bowl with beef.
What about Obagoya?
It's a Goya, but with Oba.
Oh, you can say Goya.
Hey,
God
hey.
damn it.
Number 3, crack chicken. I don't know what it's really called. We just call it crack chicken. It was great. Oh, he also included pictures. That's great. Thank you. Number 2, Krispy Kreme. Oh, donuts, man. When I got to Washington State, there wasn't a Krispy Kreme, so we had to stock up when we went to Vegas for 2-week detachments. When I got to Japan, there wasn't any until 2006 or 2007. I told my girl Krispy Kremes were so good, you'd suck my dick for them. I was wondering. She had about a dozen. She said I was right, and then tried to unbutton my pants. Oh boy. And that just set us up for number 1, Japanese and Chinese women fresh out of the shower. I don't have anything more to say. They just smell scrumptious when they're getting ready.
Eric Magnus has lived a life. I love that he has found us.
I love that whatever topic we're doing, he somehow brings it back to his days just banging chicks in Japan. God bless you, sir. Thank you for serving our country the way you did. We appreciate your service.
Absolutely beautiful.
For all the servicing you did.
Outstanding. Tito on Discord writes us, says, shout out to barbecues, new cars, and boiling cinnamon. Said his mom would do that around the holidays, and it made the house smell festive.
Interesting.
Number 6, baking, cookies, cakes, or pies.
Yep.
Number 5, a porterhouse steak from Peter Luger's.
Oh my god.
I'll allow that as
I
well.
would eat a steak right now.
Yeah. Number 4.
You know what they haven't mastered? Vegetarian steak.
No, fuck that.
I'm sorry, I don't think they ever will.
No, probably not.
No,
just a
Impossible
mushroom.
Burgers can fuck themselves. Number 4, my clothes after Jen does the laundry. And you know what? It does smell better if someone else does it for you. That is absolutely true.
And clean clothes in general just are nice.
Yeah.
Number 3, walking into a baseball stadium. You go from smelling the burgers and pretzels to fresh cut grass.
And cheap
Just
beer and urinal cakes and just like people just pissing on the floor too.
All right. Urinal cakes is definitely the strangest item that was brought up. all day
Yeah,
long.
definitely. You win, Vetter.
It's not even close. It's not even close. Number 2, summer rain, especially in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, that's a good smell.
And number 1, grandmother's cooking, especially her fried pork chops.
Yeah, in Florida, it'll rain for like 10 minutes in the middle of the day in the summer, and then you just get that post-rain smell. That's really good.
Fucking great.
Or that pre-rain smell where it's like,
Yeah.
it's about to. That's
Yeah,
pretty good
pre-rain's
sometimes,
good.
too.
We got next on Discord, Mahoney.
Let's see.
It just
Next on Discord, we got Mary.
I know her.
Okay. I've been on Spaceship Earth many a times, but Mary describes Rome burning in Spaceship Earth. It's probably my favorite Disney smell.
Yeah.
Don't know what that means.
So
I have no recollection of Rome being on fire.
Yeah, it's that like charcoal.
it's a fake smell that they pump into it, and they actually pump it into Pirates of the Caribbean too. And Universe of Energy back in the day when they had you go through and you saw the animatronic dinosaurs. It's just their fake fire smell, and it's kind of
all right.
it smells like summer sausage to me.
I think it was when they were talking about, when Rome fell and you go through a little part and it's just like it's all burnt to shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yummy smell.
Flowering orange groves. She says she misses living near orange groves and being able to smell them from the back porch.
Mhm.
That sounds absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Number 4, plumeria flowers. Also missed the plumeria tree at our last house, and generally anything labeled Hawaiian. Number 3, coconut. She almost always uses a coconut shampoo or conditioner.
Coconut's good.
Number 2, Burberry Brit perfume, which I assume is the stripper perfume Knize has been talking about.
No, it's not. It's completely different, but I did get it for Christmas last year, I believe.
Nice. And number 1, chocolate chip cookies right out of the oven.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then some maniac came through and posted an eggplant emoji on this list.
It was me.
You don't say. I am shocked and appalled. Outstanding. And then,
all right. I think there's only one left on Discord.
Yeah, have we done Kelly yet?
I don't think so.
No.
And Kelly's going to take us home at the end.
All right.
Number 6 for Juggalo John on the Discord.
For all our juggalos and juggalettes.
Whoop, whoop.
No, you can't talk about him anymore.
He's going to be fine. He's going to get through this. Again, Florida Trash gets one freebie. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, especially if you have developmental problems.
It's going to be good. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Number 6, gasoline. It always reminds me of an artificial peach scent.
I don't see that
wait,
whatsoever.
Wait for it.
I have no idea. Number 5, artificial peach.
What is artificial peach?
Don't know. Number 4.
I assume it smells a little like gasoline.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess gasoline does have a bit of a sweet smell behind the chemical smell.
I guess. I never really thought about it that way. But
Man, I'm
going
to be huffing so much gas the next time we go to the gas station. Like, where's the peach?
All my friends made me do it. All my friends made me do it.
You know what I love the smell of? Silver spray paint.
Oh, jeez.
Just put it in a bag and give it to me.
Huff the pan, eat the cat food.
Number 4, citrus. because school band orange slices. Citrus always reminds me of Christmas. All right. Number 3, lavender. Number 2, garlic. I love garlic. And along with that, my number 1 is my homemade marinara sauce. That mix of garlic, oregano, basil, tomato, meat, and a little bit of cinnamon.
That sounds great. And the only way we can verify it is if you make us all spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, make us
so.
spaghetti sauce, and
Honorable
also
mentions to the smell around this time of year: turkey, peppermint, cookies, and pine.
make us some of that watermelon salsa while you're at it.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, remember when we all used to get together and go to conventions? Let's just all go somewhere with a big kitchen and everyone cook.
Oh, I would not be mad about that.
Who's going to do the dishes?
Just eat.
Not it.
We've had dumber ideas.
Kids.
Take us home, Kelly. What's your list?
All right. So number 6 is incredibly specific, but it is the smell of Ring of Honor DVDs from 2006 and 2007.
You're right. That is incredibly specific.
Extremely specific.
I loved the mix of like plastic and ink that was made from these like clearly homemade or like home printed DVDs.
Oh man.
All right.
I feel like I can smell it.
Yeah.
That reminds me of John Michael's story about the time he got a whole bunch of Ninja Turtle DVDs out of a dumpster.
All right. Number 5, fresh baked brownies.
Yeah.
Gotta love brownies. Number 4, fresh cut grass. Number
Killing
3.
it. I think that overtakes pizza.
Hold on. Number 3 is pizza.
Oh, black tide.
Number 2, movie theater popcorn.
Yeah.
Making another
That's
one.
coming up with bringing the third in.
Yeah.
Popcorn.
And number 1 is another incredibly specific one. The smell of a freshly opened pack of the first series of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
All right.
The mix
Okay.
of whatever paper stock they used and the ink they used just smelled so good.
Yeah, and you open up enough of them. Now, I'm just talking like trading cards in general.
Yeah.
You open up enough in one sitting, and that smell just surrounds you.
Yeah, and it's the best.
Smells are great.
I love smells.
You guys know Kerouac can't smell?
What?
Yeah.
That explains so much. Take all the things we talked about today and imagine you've never experienced them, and then you know why you're just getting torched in Facebook comments.
But he's also like he's real big into cooking.
Right.
Like he cooks a lot. Like he likes food. I don't know how that even works. Very weird.
Yeah, it would be tough to cook without your sense of smell.
Yeah.
Weird. Real specific problem.
I've eaten food that he's cooked. He is a good cook.
Yeah. I don't know how you do it without like.
He can't take a
Know
food
what's going
picture
on.
to save his life, though, but...
The lighting.
He needs a lamp. Someone please buy him a lamp.
Stop using the flash, Kerouac.
For literally anything.
Does he not have lights in his house?
No, he does. He just...
Just too much flash. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's it. Too much flash. Well, that was fun.
That was great.
That was a good topic.
Thanks for playing along, everybody. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Smells.
One of the best top 6s we've done in a while, I would say.
Kristen checked in and said that puppy feet smell like Fritos.
Oh, God. That's what feet smell like, Kristen.
Feet do not smell like Fritos.
This is when Kristen finds out that she's into feet.
Surprise. So, next week, we're leading into Rise of Skywalker opens at the end of next week. So, we've done a couple of Star Wars topics before, and I figured, well, let's move away from that. And I had the idea, since Rise of Skywalker is supposed to be the end of the Skywalker saga, let's do our top 6 finales. So, whether it's the last movie in a series, a TV show finale, whether it's a season finale, a series finale, a finale of a comic book, the end of a video game, whatever you got. Give us your top 6 finales.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like it. I like it.
Do you know what's not going to be on the list?
What's that?
Jose.
What?
What's not going to be on the list of top 6 finales?
Top 6 finales.
Fucking Dexter.
Dexter Morgan.
That's correct. If you put Dexter on your list, your entire list gets disqualified.
Yeah, no, you get. In fact, I might boot you off the Discord.
Right? Yeah. Or at least we'll
a legendarily bad take. I'll SWAT your goddamn house. I like that.
But seriously, if you were thinking of putting the Dexter finale on your top 6 best finales, message me privately so we can talk. Just because I'm
find out who hurt you.
I'm worried about you.
You whoever you are, you're better than this. Whatever it is. All right, so we'll do that. We'll talk about your all-time favorite finales next week. But before we do that, let's talk comic books. Get the fuck out of here.
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn the page, you have to wash your hands.
All right, so a lot of comics came out last week. So the Ninja Turtles, A Shredder in Hell wrapped up, and it was real confusing. I'm still not 100% sure what the hell happened, but whatever it is, it's going to kind of roll into tomorrow, the 100th issue of the Transformers comics at IDW, which is kind of exciting.
Ninja Turtles.
What did I say?
Transformers.
I'm trying to read 3 things at once. I
You
apologize.
said Visionaries.
Definitely wasn't Visionaries. But
No,
yeah,
Visionaries only got 4 issues.
Yeah, and they weren't very good at all because nobody cares about Visionaries. What the fuck were they thinking? Yeah, 100 issues of Turtles.
I will say I enjoyed that miniseries though.
That's kind of nuts. 100 issues of Turtles. It's great. The last part of the Superman Up in the Sky, which is the Walmart comic reprints, came out, and you know what? It was goddamn heartwarming.
Yeah, that final, like those last couple pages brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah, it was really good. And I'm not like the world's biggest Superman fan at all, but it was just real solid. Real solid. Just Superman flying across the universe as, you know, a little girl just asks questions like kids do. And he just has nothing but patience for this kid that he's fucking traveled across the universe to save. It was wonderful. It was very good. It was very, very good. Let's see. What else? Oh, fucking Batman. Batman 84. Bruce and Thomas Wayne, the Flashpoint, Dr. Batman come face to face. And so every page takes you further back in time, which is kind of an awesome device. So it starts with them fighting and kind of ends with Bruce getting shot in the Flashpoint world. And it's really, really good. It kind of gives you a little more context for, you know, why he is the way that he is and kind of how shit went so horribly bad on his world. It's pretty great. I liked it a lot. And it looked gorgeous.
Yeah, it looked awesome.
Really good. The Power Rangers Ninja Turtles #1 came out, and so there's no reason to cross over anything ever again because it'll never be this perfect.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's real good. Looks great. They did a thing that makes a whole lot of sense in the context of these crossovers where when the Turtles and the Power Rangers finally inevitably meet, like the Turtles know who the Power Rangers are, but the Power Rangers don't know who the Turtles are because why would they not know who the Power Rangers are? They fight fucking giant monsters and robots. So they skip like that part of it, which is really clever. And then I can't not talk about the fact that when we first see the Power Rangers, they're fighting a monster called the Apocalyptopus.
Oh my god.
And it's just as great as you think it is. It's pretty outstanding. It's very good. The Turtles look really cool. I'm not super. This is the same artist that did the Shattered Grid, I think. Yeah, Simone.
Yeah.
Draws really good turtles. Like pretty cool. And so you got, you know, Tommy's trying to infiltrate the Foot Clan. Turtles are trying to fight the Foot Clans. It's really good. It's a really solid crossover. Like, and man, one of those things where you do it on paper and you got to figure out how to make it all work. And I'll be damned if I don't think they're going to pull this one off. It's pretty good. Some real Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles level shit. Because that was a really good crossover. So my hope is this is a big hit. And so they just quit fucking around and they do them all. We bring in Ghostbusters and Transformers in this big like hyper crossover with IDW, which would be so fun. So fucking fun. And it can happen. The Turtles are the linchpin to it all, man. It can happen. And then Venom 2099 was fucking cool.
Yeah, that was a cool book.
I like that one a lot.
I like how it tied into both the 2099 stuff and current Venom.
Yeah, pretty damn clever. Very well done. But like, it didn't feel like shoehorned. It was cool. I liked it. It was neat. It's kind of cool. And then 20XX #1 came out from Image.
I liked that a lot.
Yeah, so Jonathan Luna and doing the art on it, black and white, which I don't think I've ever seen him do before. But the idea is that there's a virus that exists because of the melting of the permafrost, like, you know, the glaciers melting and releases some old ass virus, and it's mostly lethal, right? Like kills like it's like a 1% survival rate if you catch this virus. Like it makes your eyes bleed and everyone wears these breather masks, whatever. But if you survive, if you can get infected by this disease and you don't die, you get telekinetic powers, which is, you know, hell of a trade-off. And, you know, not, and so our main character here, she gets it, wakes up, and she survives. She knows she has powers, but she doesn't know what her powers are until she gets into a fight and basically explodes the skin off a person's face is trying to attack her. And it looks fucking crazy. Because they can only seem like they can only affect like a certain thing. Like you can either affect like wood or metal or soft tissue, as they call it. So it's not like they have like unlimited power.
I wonder where that.
Sorry.
Watching porn?
No, I opened up a video Kristen linked that was 6 phrases with surprisingly racist origins.
It was just clips of Jose.
Bookmark for later. Yeah, that's all I got. What you got, Kelly?
Annihilation Scourge Nova was a late pick for my favorite comic moment of the year.
Okay.
Have you been reading any of this Annihilation Scourge stuff?
No, just because there's too much stuff.
Okay, well, it's been good. Basically, the Cancerverse is back, and it's trying to take over the Negative Zone.
Oh, okay. That's probably not good.
Yeah, and also the Cancerverse is being led by the Sentry. Yeah, which makes it even worse.
Oh.
So Annihilus is looking for help from literally anybody. One of those people being Nova. And there's one point when they're kind of just hanging out after a battle, waiting, you know, like eating food and stuff. And Annihilus tells Nova, he's like, you know, ever since one of your people killed me, I've had a great respect for the Nova Corpsman. And Nova's like, yeah, that was me. And Nova goes, what? No. That guy was way scarier. And Nova's like, yeah, that was me. Man, all you humans look alike. That's
pretty great.
Yeah, but the Annihilation stuff's been pretty good. I've been enjoying it. Deathstroke 50 came out, and that finally wrapped up that book. Really good run overall. Just a comic about terrible people being terrible. It's the superhero equivalent of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a comparison.
Yeah, I mean, that's a show full of awful people.
No, it really is.
Yeah, and this was the superhero equivalent of that.
All right. Into it.
Let's see what else was out that was good. Daredevil's still fucking great.
It really is.
Black Cat has been really good. I've enjoyed this run a lot.
Okay.
I think that's it. That's what I got.
Okay, right on. Love it. So what you got, Knize? What we're talking about?
The Watchmen show doesn't deserve to be as good as it is.
Oh man, did you watch this week's episode?
Oh yeah, we watch it Monday night because that's the soonest we could watch it after the episode debuts on Sunday.
It's so good.
One more episode.
I know.
There's only one more episode?
One more episode.
Oh,
How many is that?
I think
8?
10? Is it 8?
It might just be 8. I
It
could be
might
wrong.
you might be right. It might just be 8. And Mandalorian, continues to be fantastic. I'm sorry, I said fantastic again. Amy Sedaris being on this week's episode was fun. And also we watched Elf, which also directed by Jon Favreau, which also features Amy Sedaris. So I wonder if that's why she's in Mandalorian. They just struck up a relationship on Elf, and some 15 years later, she becomes Afro Ripley in Mos Eisley.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing I thought. I was like, fucking Sideshow Bob Ripley.
Mandalorian's ship's falling apart, and he's like, I gotta find a planet. And then
Oh, you know why it's falling apart? You guys put it together by hand.
and then he's like, he finds a planet. It's like, you can land here in Mos Eisley. And I was like, oh fuck, he's going to Mos Eisley.
I know what that is.
The cantina where it's now droids running it, where previously droids, their kind was not welcome there. That's funny.
Great.
And then the one dude is sitting in the same booth that Han and McClunky were sitting in, and I was like, how dare you sit where he sat?
McClunky.
It was real cool.
You don't even know you.
Those right now, those are probably the only 2 TV shows we're keeping up with week by week.
Worse. You could do worse.
But I'm just a big dumb idiot who likes Frozen 2 and not The Irishman, so.
No, yeah. I mean, that's your problem, really. Like I've been saying it all along. Big dumb idiot. That's awesome. What you got, Mahoney?
Let's see. I skipped my movie this week. I was gonna see Queen and Slim, but the weather here was shitty, and I was like, I'm not even gonna go out for it.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a dude from Get Out.
Black Panther and Get Out.
Yeah.
It's basically Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
But modern day and
black
with like some racial overtones.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Imagine
cool.
Mahoney's.
It looks pretty good.
Imagine Mahoney's.
Oh wait, okay, I know what that. Okay.
Just me sitting alone at an 8:00 showing of Queen and Slim.
I think I didn't know what that movie was called, but I know which one you're talking about now.
Yeah, it looked cool, but I skipped it. What did I see? I honestly cannot remember the movie I saw on Thursday. I saw something. Oh, I saw 21 Bridges. 21 Bridges was cool.
Oh, and that one also has Black Panther in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was good. I like that. It reminded me, not much, but at times slightly of Heat.
Oh, and that's the Russos, right?
Yeah.
It's the Russos, and then Chadwick Boseman and Gambit are in it, right?
Yep, Gambit's in it, and Buff Commissioner Gordon is in it. J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
J. Jonah Guns.
Yeah. It was cool. So recommend that, even though I briefly forgot what movie I saw. That says more about how many movies I see than the quality of 20.
Yeah, that's not an indictment of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, not much. Not much has been going on other than that. So I don't really know how many movies I'll see besides Star Wars for the rest of the year. I may have reached my end.
You're gonna have to see Cats, homie.
Oh, don't do that.
I don't know if I'll see Cats.
Dude, see Cats, you coward.
We'll see.
You know what? Go see Cats. I'm sure.
I mean, why not?
It'll be good Instagram content,
right?
Exactly. At least then I can come back and talk about it.
Hey, somebody's got to. If you
I'm
don't,
back on
you
Team
will.
Mahoney see Cats.
Somebody's got to see it, and it's free for me. So a
What you
whopping
got,
$3.
What you got, Jose?
We started watching The Simpsons from episode 1.
Wow.
That's been kind of fun. That just background noise on that and New Girl. Who's that girl?
Oh, that
I
used to
like
be
New
your
Girl.
show. You used to make
Like,
breakfast to New Girl and Mindy Project.
Mm-hmm. Those were the days.
Hell yeah.
Other than that, I haven't been reading much.
Dig it. All right.
Check it out, Simpsons. It's this new show.
Have you heard about it? A
Yeah.
cartoon. A cartoon.
But why is everyone yellow?
Yeah.
All right. So, this is a really fucking great show, you guys. It's fun.
Yeah, it was.
This was a good one.
Controversial.
I still can't
Hey.
believe Why, come on.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Email us. Podcast@PanelsOnPages.com. Head on the Discord. All that good stuff. Talk
All
about
things
your
fun.
top 6 finales.
Top 6 finales, yeah.
Yeah, what ended shit the best? With any luck, this won't be the last episode of our show. Thanks to Unwoke Uncle over here get us canceled.
They can't cancel us.
They can't. We're beyond canceling.
They don't
They know who
even
we
know
are.
we exist.
We're immune to the canceling. Demonetize this.
That's right.
Fucking Google ass bitch.
All right. For Jason Knize, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and our good buddy Mahoney, I am the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and we'll talk to you guys next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. Night. Love ya. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this, you fucking Google ass bitch.